Welcome, Internet, to the Star Wars Edge of the Empire beginner intro game on Contessa Weekend. Yay! We have 3 adventurers playing today. I am the GM, Tiffany Ralph, the OneTAR. And we have 3 star-worthy, I don't know if they're star-worthy, players and they to take on this adventure today. And the really cool thing is all of our players today are complete RPG beginners. You guys have never played an RPG ever, right?
Never. No, this would be the first.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you guys go through one by one and just tell me your name and then your character's name and maybe a little bit about your character, just a little bit. So we'll start with Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and my character is Oskara, who is rocking the green tentacle braids and is a jaded bounty hunter from the wrong side of Tatooine. So.
All right. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So everybody watching, we are on Tatooine, in a city whose name I can't pronounce, but I'm sure I'll pronounce it later when I have to. Okay. Next up, Muaz.
My name is Muaz, like Tiffany just said. My character's name is Lowhhrick. He's a Wookiee, and he is an ex-gladiator, and he's also stuck on Tatooine, and he's trying to get off the planet.
Awesome. Yep. Basically, you guys all went off this rock. All right. So Dave, go ahead and tell us about your character.
All right, so my character is Pash. He is he's a thief. So basically, he's just trying to get away with sticking things in his pocket and not getting caught. Okay, so it's a good setup. We got 2 muscle and we got a thief. All right, and you guys. So Maz hit it. You guys are actually you're trying to get off the planet for various reasons. Everybody has a different reason for getting off the planet. But whatever it is, you guys have somehow banded together. Now you are trying to get off this rock. So I'm going to go ahead and do an introduction for this story. And then I'm going to send you guys a map. Actually, I'll send you the map right now. So you guys can start. I'm going to put the map. Boop. All right, there you go. So in the group chat, there is a map, and I will pull the map up for our viewers here in a second.
Yoink and yoink.
So this is the city that we are in. Okay. So we are in Mashuta on Tatooine. All right. Here we go. It is a period of unrest and opportunity in the galaxy. The Galactic Empire struggles to maintain control in the midst of civil war. Meanwhile, scoundrels and smugglers, explorers and expatriates, and fringers of all types scramble for a living on the edges of galactic civilization. It's a hard life, but these renegades have more freedom and opportunity than any citizen of the core worlds. On the desert world of Tatooine, a few such renegades have run afoul of a local crime boss, Timo the Hutt. Trapped in the tiny spaceport of Mos Shuta, the renegades have no choice but to steal a starship and flee Timo's forces. Fortunately, a suitable starship has recently docked at the landing bay. A freighter called Kraita Fang, captained by a Trandoshan slaver named Trex. As they flee through the sun-baked streets, the renegades duck into the local canteen to hide from their pursuers. Yeah, I can't pronounce anything, so good luck, guys. Okay, so this map that you guys loaded up and I totally linked you, these are the streets, and so you guys actually just ran through the streets and ducked into the cantina. So here's the map of the cantina for you guys, if you guys would like to switch over to that. All right, so you guys are all in the cantina. You step down a short flight of stairs into the cantina's shady... Sorry, let me start that over. You step down a short flight of stairs into the cantina's shadowy common room, the cool air a blessed relief from the scorching heat of Tatooine. The Devarian bartender pauses in his chores to stare at you, his devilish features intimidating. On a stage against the far wall, a Twi'lek woman dances to recorded music. Private booths line the wall, and the canteen floor is scattered with tables and chairs. A few patrons turn in their seats to stare at you. The only other exits you see from the room that are what looks to be a storage closet in one corner and a doorway behind the Twi'lek dancer. The arched roof above you is supported by thick, heavy struts. You only have a few moments to hide before Timos thugs arrive. What do you do? That like rhymed. Okay. So you guys just dodged into this cantina, all right? And so everybody go ahead on your character sheets or however you want to do it, mark that you guys have 2 strain because you're running pretty hard.
Okay.
So now you guys need to figure out how you're going to hide. So it's everybody can do their own thing. But what are you guys going to
Hmm.
That's a good question. Where would a Wookiee hide?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
How many people are tending the bar? Is it just the one bartender?
It's just the one bartender.
Can we distract them? Maybe hid in that closet?
The bartender, I don't think cares what you guys do, as long as you don't cause a fight or a ruckus. But yeah, do you want to? The closet I don't think will fit everybody. But do you want to run and dodge into the closet?
Sure.
Okay. So if you want to run into the storage closet, it is. Steve is delivering me coffee and breakfast. Thank you. Okay, so you want to dodge into the storage closet. So go ahead. Do you want to like try and lock it behind you, or are you just gonna like hope that they don't check it?
Yeah, I hope they don't check it.
Okay. All right. So you dodge into the storage closet and slam the door and stand there among the brooms and mops and really disgustingly foul-smelling chemical solutions, just like this. Okay. I'm like acting, and you guys can't see right now because I'm acting. Okay.
So I think I'm gonna run behind the stage.
Me too.
Go with my sister Twi'leks out there.
Okay, so you both are gonna run up the stage. What are you guys gonna do on the stage? Are you guys gonna try and go through that door?
Yes.
Yeah, let's see if we can hide behind the back wall there.
Okay, so she's like a little like, wait, what are you guys doing? This is like my show. So one of you guys is gonna have to try and convince her that you can come up onto the stage. So one of you is going to either roll a charm or coercion check for me.
Oh, let's go for it.
So Rebecca, are you going to do it?
Oh yeah, Twi'lek sisterhood all the way.
Okay, because you are both Twi'leks, I'm going to go ahead and give you a bonus. So go ahead and give yourself a blue die when you roll this. But on your character sheet, it should say you should have stats for charm or coercion.
Let's see.
So pick whichever one you want to use. And put those dice in.
Oh, charm, I got 3 dice, so that's always good.
Yeah. So go ahead and do 1 purple die and 1 blue die from me. And then whatever dice you need from your character sheet.
Okay. And let's hit it. Okay. I got 2 blaster things and 3 leafy things, and then there's 1 threat symbol.
Okay, cool. So right now we're just going to, I believe we're just going to ignore threat symbols for this one right now. But the important thing is it sounds like you have no, actually we'll count a failure as a threat. So it sounds like you guys have no failures, so you succeed. So what do you do to succeed?
Oh,
what happens?
We share a glance and going by and just like do a little hand signal and like, girl, you know what's up.
Okay, so Dave is hidden in the storage closet, and you guys are hidden backstage behind you thought it looked like a door, but it's really just like this sheet of plywood that like's attached on a hinge. Like it's really flimsy and stuff. But you guys are behind it and you're hidden from view which is pretty good. I'm just seeing. There you go. Okay. So when you rolled, you said you had a bunch of leafy things?
Yeah, I had 3, what are those, advantages?
Yes. Okay. So your threat symbol cancels out one of your advantage symbols, but that means you still have 2 more advantage symbols.
Okay.
So that means you recover 2 strain.
Oh, cool. So I'm back up to 12 then.
Yeah. So apparently, just that secret handshake made you feel really better and relaxed your heart rate a little bit, and you were less worried, and so you're not as strained anymore.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you guys have each hidden. So here we go. Moments after you hide yourselves, a small troop of pig-like Gamorreans carrying heavy, bone-breaking clubs step through the door. Teimo's enforcers. They blink their beady little eyes in the gloom, peering about. Then, seeing nothing of interest, they grunt and whine in their primitive language and turn to go. You know they'll keep looking for you until you take them out. With their backs turned, this is the perfect moment to strike. So the game is basically saying, hey guys, fight. Alright, so you guys have an advantage over the pigs because they don't see you and stuff like that. So that means you guys are going to have a little bit of an advantage. And what that means is I'm going to determine initiative for you guys automatically this round, but in future fights you guys will do a thing for that. So what's going to happen is you guys are going to there's only 3 of you. So all 3 of you will go first, and then the NPCs will go. And the NPCs are the non-player characters, who in this case are the bad guys. So in this game, there's no set order amongst you guys. So you can determine what order you want to go in all on your own, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 round where everybody goes, then the bad guys go. And then that's end of round 1, and then we'll do a second round. And in the second round, you guys can totally change your orders, okay? So the order of what you guys go in relation to each other is never fixed in Star Wars. The only thing that's fixed is the order of players versus NPCs. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. So whoever wants to go first, you guys can go first. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, let's see. I have a vendetta against the Hutts, so I'm kind of sitting grumbling, trying to find a good shot. I'm thinking Wookiees don't like to hide that much.
Yeah.
No,
I'm thinking Wookiees probably want to bust the front.
Yeah, I think you need to just knock down the whole backstage thing and start going at them.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm totally down for that if that's what you guys want.
That could work. So, hang on, before you guys get in there, this is good. I'm just going to let you guys know what's going to happen. So on your turn, you get to take an action and a maneuver, okay? And if you don't want to do an action, you can use your action as a second maneuver, but you can't use your maneuver as a second action. Does that make sense? Yeah. So actions are things like you attack, you use one of your skills, or you, like I said, do a second maneuver. Maneuvers are physical things. So you move to a new spot, you stow a weapon, or you pull out a weapon if you don't have it out already. You heal yourself, you open or close a door, you flip a table, that kind of stuff. You can also, this is kind of important for this fight, you can also, as a maneuver, aim, or you can take cover. If you aim, you'll get a boost blue die the next time you attack. And if you take cover, whenever anybody attacks you, you'll get an extra black die, which is a defense, basically. So just really quickly, so again, and order doesn't matter. You can do your action first, or you can do your maneuver first. So if you guys want to, first maneuver is, knock down the stage, second, maneuver is draw your gun, you know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. Also, if you want to do your action and you want to do your maneuver, but you want to do another maneuver, you can do that, but you have to take a strain point. You take 2 strains, sorry. Yeah. So, basically, if, for example, the Wookiee wants to knock down the stage, draw his gun, and then shoot it, that's 2 maneuvers in an action. So he would have to take strain to be able to do that second maneuver.
Okay.
That makes sense? And you can never do more than 2 maneuvers in a turn.
Gotcha.
So you can't just be like, maneuver, maneuver, maneuver. Like, it doesn't work that way.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to knock the stage over.
Okay.
And then take cover.
What are you going to take cover behind?
The collapsed stage.
That would make sense. Okay. So, the Wookiee roars up. Can I get a Wookiee roar?
Well.
So the Wookiee roars up, knocks down the stage, and then ducks down behind it. So the next time so when the bad guys shoot at you, Maz, you will have a little bit of cover with a setback die. So that's your first action, and the guards are like, what? Because the stage is like kind of across the room, but now it's revealed, and Oskara has like full range and can see the pigs now just totally out there and ready. So what's going to happen next?
So, yeah, I'll be like a little bit of shit, and sorry, went blue, and just start blasting.
Okay, so you didn't have your gun out yet, so you're going to have to use one maneuver to draw your gun.
Maneuver to draw.
Yep, there you go. And then, so you're going to start blasting. So, I guess there are 3 of the Gamorreans, so go ahead and we'll just say left, center, right, I guess, to make my life slightly easier. So just, which one are you going to aim at?
Let's see, from the stage, so probably the one that would have the most view would be the right one?
Probably. Yeah, we'll say the right one. Okay, so because you guys are across the room, it's going to be, I'm like unable to type. You are at medium range. So in this game, is the cantina medium range from the entrance? Yeah. So you're at medium range. So in combat, there are 5 ranges. There's engaged, which is you're like close enough to touch them, like smack them around a little bit.
Okay.
Then there's short, which is like you can't quite touch them, but they're like right there. You know what I mean? It's an easy blaster shot, not super hard. And then there's medium range, which is like across the room. So short range right now is basically like you can reach them in like 1 or 2 strides, and then medium is it takes you a little while. So you are at medium range, and you're going to use your blaster.
Yeah, and it says blaster carbine is heavy and medium range. So that should be good.
Perfect. Okay, so that right there tells you how many dice you're going to use. So go ahead and put your dice into the system. And then, because you're at medium range, you're going to add 2 purple dice.
2 purple dice.
To your check.
Okay.
Yep. So go ahead and once you have those, go ahead and give me a roll. Hit the roll button.
4 blaster thingies, 2 advantages, and 1 threat.
All right. Well, you are like strainless now. Okay, so here's the thing with advantage during a fight. So you can so like I said before, your threat cancels one of your advantages. Okay, and then you can either use an advantage to recover strain, but I don't think you have strain anymore.
No.
Or you can. Yeah, or you can spend 2 advantage to immediately perform a bonus maneuver. Or you can spend 2 advantage to give a boost to your next attack against that same target. So on your next turn, you could have a boost against that guy. Or you can spend 1 advantage to inflict a critical injury on the target of your attack because your attack was successful. But it's only if your weapon allows it. So let's see if your weapon allows it. Okay, so your weapon says to inflict a critical injury on a hit, you have to have 3 advantage.
Okay, so
you can't do that yet.
Can't do that one yet.
Otherwise, you can spend an advantage to do something else appropriate to the plot or situation that might give your companions or yourself an advantage in the future. So basically, if you can storytell a reason as to how your advantage helps you, and then we can figure out the dice for that. So however you want to use that advantage, you can use that advantage. But you hit him for, how many blasters did you have again?
4.
All right, so you hit him for 4, and he actually has 3 soak, so he only takes 1.
Okay.
So he was like a little gawky at the stage, like, is this part of the performance with the stage knocking down and a Wookiee? Like, what's going on? And then he gets blasted in the shoulder.
Oh, cool. So I might as well use that extra advantage to kind of cartwheel over to the corner and get ready for the next shot.
All right, so you're gonna cartwheel over to a corner, and you're prepping for your next shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're aiming up for your next shot. Yeah.
Yep, that'll do.
Okay, so you use your 2 advantage. So the next time you attack, remember you get a blue die.
Okie doke.
Okay, Dave, you're up.
All right, so they're distracted looking at the stage.
Mhm.
And I'm off to the side. So I think I'm catching them by surprise.
Yeah, you're like behind the bar in the closet, and they're focused on like this weird like show that's happening with a Wookiee, and like they're like, is this a new thing they're trying out here? Like, is this performance? What is happening? Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanna come out of the closet and hide behind the bar and then shoot them.
Okay, so you're gonna take cover and then shoot them.
Yes.
Basically. Okay, so because you're doing a lot of stuff there, so you're coming out of the closet, which
Right.
we're not going to make jokes about. So you're coming out of the closet, and then
Right.
you're also like hiding and taking cover a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say that that's 2 maneuvers.
Okay. So
So
I'll
go
take
ahead
a
and
strain.
take. So yeah, so we actually take 2 strain.
2 strain. Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and take 2 strain. But you are you do have cover, so if they attack you, you're good. And then are you gonna shoot?
Yes, I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, so for you, all right. So you're gonna use your blaster, I'm assuming,
Yeah. I'm
not your fist.
blaster pistol.
Yep. All right. So same dealio. So your blaster is apparently not as good
Oh.
as Oskara's.
Oh, I should have stolen a better one.
Actually, hang on. So we did this a little wrong. So Oskara, the way that damage works. I'm sorry, guys. So what happens is how you do damage is your blaster has a damage of 9, Oskara.
Oh,
Or
cool.
Rebecca, sorry. So your blaster has a damage of 9. So that means you automatically do 9 damage when you hit, and then you get +1 additional for every success that you have.
Oh, cool.
So what that means is you actually would have hit him for 9 + 4.
Yeah, 13. Ouch.
So you would have hit him for 13, and he had a soak of 3. So you do a little bit more than hurt him.
So I just like blew his arm totally off.
You blew his arm completely off. Yeah. So
Makes-
he's actually like he is like bleeding out on the floor and is no longer an issue for you. You have successfully taken out the right one. Sorry. Okay. So Pash. How do you pronounce your name?
Posh.
Posh. You're very posh.
Posh.
He's the British actor that we bring in to keep the series going.
There you go. Okay, so your blaster is a ranged light, and it does medium damage. It's a ranged medium, and it does 6 damage by base. So go ahead and put your dice in,
Okay.
and then you are also going to do 2 purple dice.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, so give it a roll.
Okay, so I have 2. It looks like critical hits on a yellow. The 2 little stars.
Nice.
I
Wait.
have also another one of those on one of the green ones, along with like the little wings with a star in it.
So hang on. So is it the one that looks like? So can you go ahead and open up in the original file that I sent you, the original link rather. There's a file called dice.png. Go ahead and open that, and that tells you the name of those symbols. So we can all be using the same terminology.
Okay, and that was sent. I'm sorry, along with the character sheet and everything.
Yeah, it was in that first link. Here, I'll resend it.
Okay.
Or I could just send you the one file.
That would be great. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the directory, and in that directory there's a file called dice.png.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got it. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So now what kind of dice do you have?
Okay. So let's see. I have 2 success
Okay.
on the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I have a success and an advantage on one of the greens.
Okay.
I have a blank green.
Wait, you have a success and an advantage on a green?
Yeah, like it has
I didn't know
both
that.
symbols.
Okay. Okay.
And I have a blank green, I'm sorry, and 2 failures on the purples.
Okay, so your failures cancel out your successes. So do you have any successes after the failures?
1. And then I also have what looks like, let me see, I'm sorry. I have a threat on the last one.
Okay, so your threat will cancel out one of your advantages. Do you have any advantages left?
No.
Okay. But you do have a triumph, you said.
Correct. I do have 1 success after everything else is canceled out.
Is it a triumph or is it just a success?
It is a success.
Okay. So because you have at least 1 success left, that means your attack is successful. If you had 0 successes left, that means your blaster would have, like, you would have had bad aim or something. So you do hit the pig. So you're going to do 6 damage plus your success. So you're going to hit him for 7. And he has a soak of 3. So he's going to end up taking 4 damage. So you peer from behind the bar, and you're because you're lower, because you're behind the bar, you shoot him, and you shoot him like right in the belly button. And so, but he's got like a big belly. So like all you do is you definitely do some damage, but it's just like mostly you've basically given him some liposuction, which is blaster style. So he's definitely feeling pain. Also, which one were you aiming at? Were you aiming at the one in the center or the one on the left?
The center one would probably be the one that I could see the best.
Okay, so you hit the center one. So he's definitely got like a gut wound, and he's like, ah. But it's not looking like, he's not looking good, but he's not like, yeah. Okay.
He's got a little an acid attack.
Yeah, he won't enjoy his next meal.
I knew I shouldn't eat before we went out. All right. All right, so now it's their chance to attack you guys. So what they're going to do is they're going to look and see. So the guy that just got shot in the belly, he's dealing with that mentally and physically right now, so he's just going to not go first. But the other guy who just watched his like buddy's arm get blown off, and then his other buddy get shot, he's just like, what? And he sees this chick like cartwheel across the room. So he like follows her, and he's gonna take a shot at Oskara. So he gets to roll. Let me like clear out dice. He gets to roll. Oh, actually no, he doesn't even have a blaster. Oh goodness. Okay, so he actually is going to move across the room, and he is going to try and play whack-a-mole with Pash.
Oh.
So he's going to like run up to the bar and try and whack his head with his cudgel. So, but you have cover, okay? So, it's going to be, because he's engaged with you, which means he can physically touch you, he, he doesn't have any purple die against him. Oh, wait. No, it's an average check. Yeah, so I add 2 difficulty dice. So I'm going to add 2 purple dice, and then you have cover, so you actually get a black die. But he has like he's really good at whack-a-mole, so he gets 2 greens and a yellow. So let's see what he gets. Whew. All right, well.
Not looking good for Pash, huh?
No, not looking good for the pig. So he fails.
Yeah.
So he tries to whack-a-mole, but like he's not very good at aiming, and like the bar, his cudgel, his handle hits the bar before the business end of his stick can meet you, so it kind of stops, and he's just like, ugh. But while he did fail, yeah, so he just completely failed in the attack, and he's just like, ugh, and he's really confused because he doesn't understand basic physics and leverage systems. Yeah. Meanwhile, his buddy that took the gut shot is like, ah, and he's gonna lift up and he's enraged because his stomach's upset, and he's going to he can't get to anybody. It's a tragedy. Which corner is Akasha behind?
Oh, let's see.
And Lowhhrick is on the stage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maps.
There's no way that he could get behind. Or he
Yeah, I would have cartwheeled up to the left side of the stage, I think.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna say that you're in one of the booths over on the left side, kind of closest to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so he can't really get that far because it's a little bit more than halfway across the room. So the way that movement works is you can go from it takes one maneuver to go from one range to the other. So for example, to go from engage to short range is a maneuver, you step back. Okay? To go from short to medium range is a maneuver because you run across the room, right? And then to go and then to go from medium range to long range, which is totally not possible in this room because the room's just not big enough, it costs you 2 maneuver to go from medium to long range. Does that make sense? That won't come in, that's not relevant for this fight, but it might come up later. So he's actually going to, he's gonna go across to the middle of the room, and he's gonna knock over one of those big tables and just kind of hunker down and wait for one of you to come out so he can maybe take out your knees or something. Okay? So he's not gonna attack anybody. So now it's your guys' turn again. So you can go in whatever order you want. You guys can try and set up a combo, or you can keep the same order if you want.
Oh, let's see what the Wookiee will do.
What the Wookiee will do? So there's one over by the bar, and then one on the
kind of in the center of the room.
All right. And
he's behind a table.
Okay. To get over to him, it'd be one maneuver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take 2 strain to pull out my vibro axe.
Very nice. Very nice.
And then I will swing it really hard at his face.
All right, the Wookiee special. Okay, so for your axe, so you're going to roll a whole bunch of dice that are there, and because you are up close in his face now, you are engaged, and so it's average difficulty. So you're going to do 2 purple dice, and then he took some strain to take some cover. Can he take strain? No, he cannot take strain because that would knock him out. So he's not going to be in cover. So you just waltz up to him and ah. So go ahead and give yourself yellow, 3 greens, and then 2 purples, and give it a roll and see what happens.
All right. So I have 3 successes and 3 advantages.
Holy smokes! Okay, so, wow, and your axe even has pierce, which pierces his soak. All right, so you like decimate him. So
Self high five.
So you have enough advantage that you can do a critical injury if you want, or you can use that advantage to heal up some of your strain. But
I will do that.
You do 7 plus how many successes you had, which was 3.
3, so that's 10.
Yeah, and you ignore 2 of his soak, so you basically hit him for 9, and he only had 2 hit points left. So tell us, dear Lowhhrick, what happens with the pig?
So I don't even. It's just like wow. So I pretty much just like cut the poor guy in half.
Like down the middle.
He's like behind the table, like waiting for somebody to like walk around the table so he can take out the knees, and like you come up from behind him and just look, and you're just like, ah! And you just cut him. Like,
oh, that's awesome.
And then I give an awesome Wookiee one-liner, just.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, and so you heal 3 strain?
I had 3 advantage, so can I heal for 3 strain?
Yeah, you can use all of your advantage to heal that strain. That Wookiee that like kill just really invigorated you. You're like, yeah, I still got it.
Sweet. Can I use 2 advantage for that and like 1 to? Okay, no, I'll heal for 3 strain. Cool.
Okay, so who's next? So we have 1 guy left. He's over trying to figure out why his curmudgeon didn't work. Why he's sucking at whack-a-mole. Who wants to go?
Well, let's see. How far away would I be here?
You are in, because he's on the side of the bar that's like closest to the door.
Okay, so he's pretty far away.
I would say you're at like short range, because it's less than half the room.
Okay, so maybe I just kind of like Angelina Jolie style, just walk up beside him and cold cock him in the back of the head while he's trying to pull the stuff up.
All right, let me find your character sheet. I'm like losing everything here. Okay. So you're gonna cold clock him. So you're gonna use your fists?
Sure.
Okay, so you're gonna walk up, so you're engaged. So that's 1 maneuver, and then your attack is gonna be like a modified, like just like basically a fist with your gun, right?
Yeah. I'm using the butt of the gun, just smack him in the back of the head.
All right, because you're using the butt of your gun to help with your fist, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you get a blue die added. Okay, so you're gonna be, because it's an engaged, it's gonna be your 2 green die plus your blue die plus 2 purple die.
Plus 2 purple die. Do I use that blue die from before, or do I save that one?
Cause you use that purple die from before, actually. Cause you aimed, you like mentally prepared for this moment.
Oh, cool. Okay, so let's go for it there. Yoink. Let's see, what are those? 4 successes and 3 threats.
Oh, okay. So, dun dun dun. All right, so you're gonna hit him for 2 plus your 4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hit him for 6, and he has a soak of 3, so he's gonna take 3 damage. And then you have a lot of threat. Okay, that's not good. And you didn't cancel it by any advantage. So what's gonna happen is you walk up and you cold clock him in the back of the head, right? But let me see. So you hit him in the back of the head, and when he goes forward like that, what you don't anticipate is he kind of like he basically goes down, like he crumbles. Okay, but now he's like down under the bar stools and the bar, and you can't really like get to him anymore. He's really hidden and well covered. And so what I'm basically doing from a behind the curtain standpoint is whenever you guys have threat left over that's not canceled by advantage, I can use that threat the same way you guys can use advantage to either cause strain to happen on you. So I could be like, when you hit that, like you didn't have a good grip on your gun, and so like, I could like injure you somehow. I could also give a bonus maneuver to my guy, which I'm going to do, which is he falls, and he gets cover. So when he attacks, he'll have cover now, or if you guys try to attack him, he's going to have good cover. So you don't really want to, well, you don't have control over whether or not you get threat. But threat dice, even when you succeed, mean that something not really awesome for you can still happen.
Okay.
So he is now well and covered under the bar stools, nice and hidden. And also, I'm going to go ahead and say, because you had so much threat, it cost me 2 to give him that good cover. And then I'm going to use that last threat to say that when you hit him with the butt of your gun, you weren't holding it quite right, and you actually ended up hitting it like more on the side of your hand than the gun, and you like kind of pinched it. So go ahead and give yourself 1 strain.
Okay. Old volleyball injury.
Yeah, it's acting up. So now it's Dave's turn.
Okay, so I have to jump over the bar.
Okay, so you're going to jump over the bar. So if you want to jump over the bar, I'm going to say that that's more than just a basic maneuver, and you're going to have to use like an action to do that.
Okay.
Or you can if you want to use 2 maneuvers to more nicely get over it, we can divide it that way. But the jump and stuff would use an athletics check.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Let's see here. So I either jump or I use one leg over the other. Is that what we're saying?
Well, no. It's either you do it all in one fluid motion, which will use your whole turn, your whole action.
Okay.
Or you can say you walk around the bar, or you just get on top of the bar and then you jump down, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm sort of gonna hang over the bar as opposed to jump over it.
Okay. You're gonna peer over the.
What was that? I'm sorry.
You're shooting.
It's breaking up there. What was that?
So you're peering over the bar. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot at him through the benches or the bar stools.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna do your yellow, your 2 green. I'm gonna say that you can't shoot him. You're in short range, so that's just 1 purple die. But he has cover, so do a black die as well.
Okay, so I got a yellow, I got 2 green, a purple, and a black?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so I have, let's see here, 4 advantages and 1 failure.
Oh, man. All right, so that means that you actually don't succeed because you had no successes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but you did it with great flair and style.
You even spilled the liquor. That's always good.
Yeah, that was good. But because you didn't succeed, you don't get to use those advantage dice.
Okay.
But I like the idea of you failed in style. So yeah, you bend over the dart and you try and shoot him, but you can't really see him, and so the shot goes wild, but it bounces off the chrome bottom of the bar and ricochets up to a lamp at the top and hits that and then bounces down to where the bartender's shaking a martini, right? And it bounces off the martini glass and then just like sizzles out into the ceiling, right? So everybody's
So
just
I did it in style.
yeah, you did it in style.
Cool.
Alright.
Everybody's like really impressed with how that shot hit literally no one. Like it bounced all around the room.
Exactly.
It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so he's shot. So now he's gonna get a chance to go now because you guys haven't gotten rid of him yet. So he is going to So the problem is, so when he's in cover, he doesn't get an advantage for attacking you guys, which is a good thing for you, a bad thing for him. So what he's going to do is, Lowhhrick, he can't attack Lowhhrick because Lowhhrick's like all the way over in the center of the room. So, but he can like see the hand of Pash like with the gun, and then he can see like Akasha's like legs and stuff like that. So he's going to try and swipe her knees because the pigs like knee shots apparently.
Oh man.
is what I'm manipulating. So, because he's engaged, he's going to do 2 purple dice, and then his yellow and his green. So rolling. Ho ho ho! All right, so he is really good at knee shots. Like he,
Ow!
yeah, like he went to school for knee shots. So he like cleaves out from the bar, and like Akasha is still pretty impressed in how Pash's shot hit like literally no one in this crowded bar. So she wasn't like quite paying attention. So he's gonna hit her for he's gonna hit her for 8.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So Akasha, you have some soak. So what's your soak value?
4.
Okay, so you're actually going to take 4 wounds, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So now now your soccer injury is acting up because he hit you right on the knee. You were really into sports in
It's like
school. Yeah.
So I'm laying on the ground, just like Family Guy going. The whole time.
Okay. So now it's back to your guys' turn. So you guys can do whatever order you want. Figure it out. Take out this last dude.
Can the Wookiee come in and slice him? Come on, Wookiee. We need some brute force here.
I'm going to walk over from the center of the room and kind of swing my axe underhand at him. Because he's under the bar, right? So I'll swing underhand, see if I can hit him that way.
I'm going to swing underhand. Okay. So, because it's short range, same dealio, so 2 purple dice. He still has cover, so add a black die, and then your normal yellow and 3 green.
All right. So, just an advantage.
Oh, no.
Oh,
What is that? So it's like there's no failures that aren't canceled out?
There's no failures that aren't canceled out.
Okay, so you technically don't succeed, but you technically don't fail. So
This is the best film I've ever seen you ever.
you swing your axe up underhanded, and the bad news is you don't hit the pig, but the good news is you don't damage any property. So that's good.
Sweet.
Well, that's good. Our church will cover that.
That's important. The bartender's already like, this Wookiee back to my stage. Like, yeah. Okay. So, who's up next?
So I'm really ticked that my knee's been jabbed at, and I don't know. Can I blast him straight into his face?
You can try. You're at short range. You're at short range. You're like right laying next to him.
Yeah, but it's a medium range weapon, so I'm just like, oh, I'm mad at this point.
I don't blame you, honestly. All right. So you're at short range, which means you only do 1 one purple die, but he still has cover. So you got to leave that black die on there.
Okay. And let's see, the blaster thingies, those? Okay, let's go for it.
Avenger Shins, Oskara.
Oh, I got a triumph,
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
an advantage, 2 successes, and 2 threats.
Whoa.
Okay, so it sounds like you succeed because I didn't hear any failures there. But how many of your advantages remained after getting canceled out by those threats?
1 remained.
Okay, so you have 1 advantage left. So you can basically the only thing you can do with that is you can spend it to recover strain. But how many successes did you have again?
2.
Okay, so how much damage do you do?
With the thing 9.
Yeah. So 9 plus 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do 11, and his soak is 3, and so you totally just blast him right in the face.
Just like face guts all over the bar.
Yeah. You hit him right between the eyes. Now the underside of the bar is just coated in pig brains.
Cool. So now can I try to get up and take a drink at the bar?
You could just like stand up and just be like, bartender, you're fine.
I need a scotch, neat.
That's good.
Alright, so I wanted to show you guys. I should have showed you guys this when you started fighting. But they have a great picture of what you're fighting. So,
there we go.
I don't know if you can see, because the darkness.
Rancor dudes.
Yeah, so that's who you're fighting. The
Nice.
pig dudes with giant curmudgeon axes. So there you guys go. So, alright. The Gomorians are defeated! The silence that follows is broken by a slow, unamused applause. The Deverian bartender approaches and laughs a brittle little laugh. I guess you're folks who need to get off the planet in a hurry. The good news for you is I happen to know there's a freighter in Landing Bay Arak right now. The bad news is that it's Captain Trex, and he's an associate of Hutt's, and won't let you just get on his ship. The other bad news is that the reason I know it's still in the landing bay is that it has a broken hypermatter reactor igniter and won't be flying anywhere until it gets a new one installed. I bet Vorn over at the junk shop has one. Then he points at the door. Now get out of my bar. All right. So we only had 1 group of wounds, which are. I clapped and now Ichi's barking. So I think the only person that sustained a wound was Akashar, with your 4 damage. And if you look on...
Yeah.
So if you guys look on your character sheets, down at the bottom right, it says you have gear and equipment and other items. It also shows you how much money you guys have. I think you all have 400 credits. But so everybody should have some stim packs. And stim packs allow you to recover 4 wounds. Okay? So if you want to use a stim pack to get back up to full health, you can do that now. And then
Sure, might as well. That'll be full health then.
Yeah. Everybody else is pretty good. But you guys also have comm links, so if you ever get separated, you guys can talk to each other still. That's a fun thing. And then it looks like Akasha has handcuffs.
I have handcuffs and a data pad.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I can play Star Wars Angry Birds while we're...
Oh, man. Yeah, the Wookiee, it looks like you're writing pretty loose. You don't really have anything.
Technically, I'm buck naked, so I don't have pockets to put things in.
We can brocade a little fur pocket.
So, to recover strain, you guys can each look at your character sheets, and you should have, so you have a presence score, which is under your characteristics, or you have cool. There's a skill called cool.
Cool.
So you can recover strain equal to either your presence score or your rank in cool. I don't think anybody has a rank in cool that's better than your presence, though. Yeah. So you guys probably just want to use your presence skill for right now.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to, if it has strain, go ahead and recover the strain equal to that score. And then we're going to move on.
Okay.
You can't go above, like, the maximum, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so we're at full the jiggers again. Cool.
Yep. So you guys should all be back at, like, full health, full, like, regular strain, that kind of stuff. You guys are no longer being pursued. A little less crazy.
And regular strain is 2, right? Oh, no, because... Okay.
You started with 2 strain because you guys were running away from the bad guys.
Alright.
So regular strain is just 0.
Yeah.
But if you can't heal back to 0, then you just will end up with some strain still.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys have some options now. So you guys have some decisions that you get to make. Let's just see if the camera works for a little bit. So you guys have some decisions that you get to make. So you know that there's a ship parked in the landing bay Auric right now. But you also know that it's got a busted hypermatter reactor igniter, which is not good. That lets you go to hyperdrive, basically. But the owner of the bar, the bartender, gave you a tip that says that there's probably one available at the junkyard. So you guys can make some decisions. So you can go explore the town, you can go to the junkyard, you could go check out the ship first. Like, you have a lot of options. So if you want to look at the map of the Mos Shuta streets, you guys can figure out if you want to go someplace cool or So it's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
I mean, I think it would be like we should, since we're right by the junk shop, we should just go grab the piece or whatever if he has it. And then after that, we can kind of explore on our way to the landing bay.
You guys
Sounds
all
like
go?
a plan.
Yeah, I agree with that plan.
Don't
Alright,
trust
cool.
anybody that's in league with the Huts anyhow, so let's make sure that we're extra careful and have some
Alright.
leverage with them.
So you guys are going to go to the junk shop. Okay. So, do we have a map for the junk shop? Let me see if we have a map for the junk shop. I don't think we do. No, there's no map for the junk shop. Okay. The junk shop is immediately obvious by the The junk shop is immediately obvious by the scrapyard adjoining the low, poor stone building. As you step inside, you see a hunched old human male lurking behind a low counter covered with disassembled droid and machine parts. The man glances up at you, then turns to a garbage can-shaped R5 droid standing at his side. He kicks the droid and shrieks, "You're supposed to tell me when I have customers, you bucket of bolts! Go outside and finish stripping that speeder bike wreck." The droid trundles off with a surly boop, and the man turns to you. "Welcome, customers! As you can see," he points at the racks and shelves and enormous buckets full of scrap metal and parts, "I have anything you could want for the right price." So what happens?
So we ask him if he has that part we're looking for, right?
Okay. So he says, I have one, but I only have one, and I've already promised it to Captain Trex of the Critfing.
Well, we happen to be going to Captain Trex? No. So, let's see. What can we do to take it off your hands?
Well, I mean, if you were willing to pay more for it than Captain Trex, I could just forget that I had saved it for him.
What are we talking about here?
How much more are we talking?
Well, so you guys are is it Akasha doing the negotiation?
Oh.
Akasha, what's your charm?
My charm? I do not have a very good charm. I've got a 0 rank on the charm.
Okay, so I got 1 on a charm.
So yeah, let's let the rogue use his fine British accent to seduce.
Okay,
Alright.
so Pash is doing the negotiations. It sounds like.
Okay, so are you gonna try and sweet talk him, or what's?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what his number is right now.
All right, so go ahead and roll. Actually, he's just gonna. He looks at you guys. He looks, oh, I could part for 1,500 credits.
Seems a little high for a busted old hyperdrive.
Yeah, how about we talk you down there a bit?
All right, so now you guys are gonna do a negotiate check. So, you're gonna roll. Posh, you're gonna roll. You should have a skill, which is negotiate.
Yes.
All right, cool. So you have good charm, but you don't have negotiate.
No, I do not. I thought I could use my charm.
But your negotiate base, just because you have more charm, you automatically have more dice than everybody else. Well, actually, Akasha has the same number of dice. But so you're gonna negotiate with him. So you're gonna do your negotiate roll, and you're gonna add into the roll. You're gonna do 2 greens and a red.
2 greens and a red. All right.
Or sorry. 2 purples and a red. So you're gonna do your 3 greens and then 2 purples and a red.
Okay. Okay, so my 2 greens, a purple, and a red. All right, so I have 2 advantages. And let's see.
Any success?
2 advantages, a threat, and yeah, 2 successes.
Okay. So you don't fail? You don't have any failures?
Yeah, 2 successes, 3 advantages, 1 threat, and 2 fails.
Okay, so your failures cancel out 2 of your successes.
Okay.
And then your threat cancels out 1 of your advantages.
So I'm just left with 2 advantages.
You don't have any success?
No.
Okay. So you don't succeed.
Yeah.
But like your advantage, he's like, I like the cut of your jib, kid. All right. I'll give it to you for $750. That's half of what I was asking.
Yeah, I think we should do it.
Cool. So let's see. How do we want to split the? What I got 400 in the bank.
Yeah, everybody has 400.
Okay. So we want to just split it up even?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, so you guys now have the hypermatter. Congratulations. Trying to think. Where is it? There we go. Okay. So, you guys now have the part, the junkyard. So you got the part, now what's up?
I guess next we need to check out this track student and see what's up.
You guys are going to go try and find Trex?
Yeah.
It's spelled T-Rex, so I'm just assuming it's Rex. We could just call him T-Rex. That's also an option.
He's just hanging out playing heavy metal.
All right, so you know from what the bartender said and some other stuff that he's actually just hanging out on a ship. So he's all the way over at the landing bay out back. So
Okay,
you guys
so
want
we can saunter on through.
Okay, so you guys are going to walk over to the landing bay arc. All right. So, before you guys can get into the spaceport, there, you guys, so there's a control room.
Oh, between the two landing bays there? No.
Well, so like there's the entrance that you walk into, and then like the hangars are off of either side of the control bay.
Okay.
So you walk in, it's like the command center, and then there's like doors to either side. There's two landing bays. Or no, there's not. Sorry, I lied. Let me look at the map. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so you guys are just gonna go straight over to the landing bay. Okay. So, as you guys are walking over to the landing bay, you see up in the sky that there is there's a ship coming into land. It's an Imperial shuttle.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
okay. It's you're like walking across town, and the Imperial shuttle like flies over above you guys and comes into land at Landing Bay Pash. So it's across town from where you guys are going, but it's still not good. Okay. So you guys are gonna walk over to the landing bay arc, and okay, so a large porous stone hangar looms before you, an enormous letter ARIC stenciled onto the building's side. As you approach, you can see through the open hangar doors to the cavernous interior, where a rusty-looking light freighter rests on its loading ramp deployed. The clamps still hold it securely to the ground. All you have to do is get to that ship, unlock the clamps, and get to Tatooine. Oh, sorry. All you have to do is unlock those clamps at spaceport control, get into the ship, and then you can leave Tatooine. Also, 2 equally rusty security droids stand outside the entrance to the hangar. If you want to enter the hangar, you'll have to get past the droids.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I think this is a Wookiee smash moment.
well,
The droids.
so you guys know, so let me assess the situation. So the Imperial shuttle's just landed. So you know that you're probably going to have to deal with stormtroopers soon.
Mm-hmm.
The ship is still locked. It's still clamped to the ground, and it can't take off unless the clamps are released, which you have to do from spaceport control.
Ah.
Yeah.
So someone's got to run over to space over control and release the locks.
Basically. So somebody or all you guys or somebody, like, you guys got to go deal with the locking clamps before you can just, like, get in the car and go.
And can someone do that while someone else is trying to install the piece that we have?
We're going to say, for simplicity of my brain, we're going to do one thing at a time.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right.
Cool, so we need to stealthily get back to the spaceport control then.
As stealthily as the Wookiee can, yes.
Yes, as stealthily as a Wookiee can stealth.
Definitely. So people aren't really, like, minding you too much in the streets. So as long as you're not, like, drawing attention to yourselves, I think you guys can get back there pretty easily.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna head there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head over to Spaceport Control. So Spaceport Control. The Spaceport Control facility is a low, squat building clinging to the edge of the Mos Shuta bluff. The front entrance stands open, but a pair of spaceport security droids stand at attention. If you're going to get off Tatooine, you need to disable the docking clamps holding the Crotch Fang in its landing bay. And you can only do that inside the spaceport control. You'll have to either get past these droids somehow or find another way in. So what do you guys want to do?
You never go in the front door. You always look for a side door or like an open window or something.
Okay.
So why don't we just kind of creep around the building and see if we can find another way in?
Okay. So the dog barks. A dog from, in a house next to the spaceport starts barking at you. So you go around the side of the building, and there's a side entrance there that nobody's blocking or anything like that. But you guys try it, and it's locked. So to get past this lock, you guys can't force it because it's like a big metal door, but you can try and lockpick it. So I'm going to either need a skullduggery to basically pick the lock, or a computer check to fake the lock into thinking it had an access code. So whoever wants to give it a shot, you guys figure out how you want to do it.
I got 0 for both.
Me.
I've got 1 on computers.
Also, look at how many dice you guys will get.
Yeah,
so
I get a
dice
yellow
are better.
and green on the computer. And skullduggery, I just get 2 green.
Okay, I get 3 green for skullduggery.
I just get 2 greens and I'm at rank 0 for both.
Yeah, this isn't the Wookiees forte.
No.
He really wants to learn this stuff.
He's going back to programming school.
Exactly.
He's on Wikipedia.com, just learning this.
So is a yellow die better than a green die? Is that how it works?
Yeah, yellow dice are better. They have better probability.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay, then let's try the computer check then.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and do your computer die roll, and then also do 2 purple dice, because it's an average, difficulty lock.
Okay, 2 purple dice. That. Oh, that's not good.
Yikes.
What happened?
I got 1 advantage and 3 threats, so I have 2 left.
That's definitely not a success.
Oh. It's short-circuited.
Can we just blow the lock?
No, the door is blast resistant. Sorry.
I guess we gotta go around front.
Yeah. So you guys, she tries to give it the access codes, and she thinks she's got 2 or 3 of them, and then on that 4th one, she just totally misses, and it's the wrong code and the lock. But she's like, no, I got this. So she tries it again, fails. Tries it again, fails, and then the lock is just it just freezes. You can't even put any more codes into it. So.
Just password.
Yep. Yep. It basically is like your iPhone. It's basically wiped. Wiped all the code on the lock. You guys are, yeah. Okay, so you guys have to go back around to the front. So now what's up?
We should try to. Okay, you said there's 2 security droids up front?
Yep.
All right, maybe Pash should try sweet talking them because that kind of worked last time.
Yeah, kind of.
It did.
Let's see. So, what do I have here? I have negotiate, and I have charm. So, what do we need to do with these droids? Can we ask them if we can? Oh, we need to do something inside.
Okay.
We have business inside.
So you're just gonna say you have business inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna boop, boop, boop. Business inside, like what?
We're here to clean the space ducts.
The droid is just the one droid looks to the other, and then space dust, and the other droid's I think R247 had space dust once.
I think. So we'll see if they fall for that. So go ahead and oh man. Okay, so you're gonna so we're gonna do a combo thing. So Pash, you're gonna go ahead and roll either your deceit or your coercion. I think this might be, well, you do technically have business inside, so you could do coercion, I guess, or deceit. It's up to you guys. And you're going to do that against a red die. And then, Oskara, because you helped out with the space dust comment, you're going to roll a blue die.
I'm going to roll a what?
You are going to roll a blue die to assist.
Blue die? Okay.
Which one am I rolling? Am I rolling deceit?
It's up to you, whichever one you want to do. So you could do your deceit or you could do coercion.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah, I'm gonna do deceit. My deceit is better.
Okay.
And against the red, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And it sounds like Akasha got you an advantage.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, right? All right. I think we did pretty well here.
Sweet. Okay. So, what do you got?
Okay, so I came out with a success and a triumph.
Okay.
And
Success and
two failures.
Okay, so for right now, we're gonna say that the triumph. Oh, and 2 failures.
Oh.
So the triumph counts as a success, and then your failures cancel out 2 of your successes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't believe you.
Oh.
Because you don't have a success. You have an advantage success. They're like, so the one's like, didn't have space dust once, and the other one was like, no, that was just sand. Like, I don't think space dust is a thing, dude. And they just like look at you like,
I thought a triumph counts as a success.
It does, but didn't you say you have 1 success and 1 triumph?
No, I have 2 successes.
Oh.
Two failures and a triumph.
Okay. So you have 1 success left.
Correct.
Okay. So
Yes.
then, so instead of being like, I don't think space is a thing, they're like, oh yeah, no, space dust. That stuff stinks.
Yeah, my
man.
grandma had space dust once, yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that's really bad for androids. Yeah. So they let you in. Yeah.
Nice done, Oskara.
Okay. So, you step through the doorway into a large chamber crowded with computer equipment and centered around a large holo display showing a plot of the local aerospace. So let me go ahead and link you guys this, and I will share it on the screen. Okay, so that is Spaceport Control. Standing in front of the display with her arms folded behind her back is a human woman. She appears to be in charge, and as you watch, she speaks into a headset in a formal, commanding tone. Imperial Shuttle Lambda 11238, this is Overseer Brian with Spaceport Control. Thank you for landing. Your ship has been parked and landed, and you can stay here for as long as you need. Welcome to Mos Shuta. A half-dozen technicians of different species work at consoles, and 2 security droids stand near the doorway. Your attention is pulled to the floor-to-ceiling transparent windows against the far wall, looking over the desert of Tatooine. And you're just like, ooh, that's pretty. But you can also see in the distance the Imperial ship, which is now parked fully. Dun dun dun! Okay. So, there's a woman in charge here. So you guys need to somehow get that ship unclamped. What you gonna do?
Well, let's see. Let's see if your sweet talking can help out a little bit more with the lady.
All right. So
What did you say her name was? Brian? That's a very bland name for
Well, it's spelled with a
space.
Y.
That's
Yeah,
still
Brian.
We have Pash, we have Oskara, we have Lowhhrick, and then Brian.
Right.
Yeah. Well, she's an NPC. Not her fault.
She didn't name her.
All right, so I should probably not make fun of her name, right?
Would not be helpful to your cause, no.
Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut.
You could do it in under your breath in Wookiee.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, so let's try the sweet talking again.
Okay, so you approach Commander Brian and...
Commander Brian, we need to leave the planet and unlock our ship.
Okay, so she's like, oh, we only have 2 ships right now, and you don't look like stormtroopers. Which ship are you talking about?
We're that wonderful piece of junk in the other bay.
Yeah.
The cross thing?
It must not be in your system.
Yeah.
Maybe you should check your computer again.
We have the Kraut Fang in the system, but you aren't Captain Trex.
Oh, we're his crew. I'm sorry, we forgot to tell you, we're his crew.
Oh, you're his crew. Okay. So go ahead and you're gonna roll either charm, coercion, or deceit. It's up to you. Against Brian's discipline, which is a little higher than the droids.
Let's see, charm. Yeah, I'm gonna do charm again because deceit. Well, okay, yeah, charm. Okay, charm and deceit. So a yellow and 2 greens.
Okay, and then you're gonna roll a purple and a red.
Okay, a purple and a red. All right. Okay, so we have exactly 2 successes and 2 failures.
She's like, I'm pretty sure that Captain Trex only flies with androids. You're not part of his crew. Please leave.
How many people are in this room right now?
There's like various technicians around, but they don't look like they're just desk jockeys. Like they're not gonna fight or anything. They're just like, this is their 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, the only ones that look whatever is there's 2 security droids by the door.
I think we need to take out our blasters and force our way through.
Force our way through. Poor Brian.
Before we do that, how about we just try to bribe her real quick? Just be like, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to try to bribe her?
You're right, yeah. She,
Get up, girl.
We're part of an internship program that Trax is running.
Yeah, she busted us in our lies, so maybe we can slip her some credits.
Just a little.
Alright, so you're going to try and bribe her?
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Well, yeah, we
200 credits change your mind.
Okay, so I just heard the Wookiee offers her 200 credits.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so go ahead and give me a charm roll.
Turn on that old Wookiee charm.
Yeah, turn on that Wookiee charm. Oh yeah. And go ahead and give roll 2 purple die.
All right, so 2 green and 2 purple.
Yeah.
All right, so I got... Crap. Sorry, I just closed the explanation for...
Oh, the dice.
Okay, so I got a failure and 2 advantages.
Okay, so no successes. So she looks at you for your offer of 200, and she just like does a slow blink, like.
Someone offer more.
You just be like. Like.
Okay. Okay, so I go up to Brian and say, I understand these two heads. They're not with me. No. This whole thing is just a gathering. What can I do to make this easier for you?
Ooh.
Okay. So are you
And I
offering
lean
her
over
for
at
more
that.
money, or are you offering her something?
I don't know.
What?
What?
She okay, so give me a charm roll. Again, she's like really wary of you guys now. So give me a charm roll and then a purple and a red. So for those watching, when I tell them to do certain rolls, so Star Wars dice have so Star Wars uses a special dice system that are color coordinated. Basically, whenever you try to do something, there's 3 dice that are positive for you, and then there's 3 dice that are negative. And so the greens, yellows, the greens and yellows and light blue are all positive for them, and then the negatives, which are basically what would normally be in D&D, like the GM's rolls, are purple, red, and black. But in this case, the characters do most of the rolling. The GMs only roll when they're attacking people. So these are the dice and the symbols and stuff that I'm having them roll whenever they roll. So how did your roll turn out?
The good news is I got 3 successes. The bad news is I got 4 failures.
Okay, so she's had enough. She's just like, I don't even know what you guys are pretending to be anymore. And she like points over at the security droids, and she's just like, please take care of them. And so the droids level their weapons at you, and basically are like, yo, we're gonna shoot you. So
it's on. It's on.
It's on now.
Yeah, you guys talked yourself into a fight. Good job. Okay, so for this beautiful, beautiful fight, there are 2 security space droids, and she will also join in on the fight. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually do initiative checks. So, basically, we're not doing it for who goes first. We're just doing PC, NPC, PC, that kind of thing. So, everybody give me their cool checks. So, roll your cool dice.
Okay.
Actually, because you were not expecting, well, I think you guys knew that a fight might be coming. Yeah. So do your cool dice. If you didn't know that a fight was coming, we would have done your vigilance. But I'm pretty sure we know that a fight's coming. So we're going to do cool.
Okay.
Because you guys are cool. Something like that.
Okay. I got 3 successes and an advantage.
Okay, so all I care about... I only care about the success, and then advantages are going to break ties.
Okay.
Okay?
Right. I have 3 advantages, and that's it.
Okay. So who has the most successes?
I have 1 success.
So I guess that's me.
Okay, so we're going to do PC, and then one of the droids got 2 successes. And we're going to see what Commander Brian gets. Oh, no, she's going to go first. Which would make sense, because she did order the fight. And then, Dave, you had 1 success?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, so you guys are just straight up alternating. So what it's going to do is it's going to be non-player character, player character, non-player character, player character, non-player character, character. Okay. But you guys, whenever it's a player character's turn, you guys get to figure out who gets to go. But you can only go once per round. So you guys don't have to do the order that you actually rolled. Okay. So we're going to have droid 1 who is on the left, and then we're going to have droid 2 who is on the right. And then we're going to have Commander Brian. Okay. So the droid, Commander Brian's going to start because actually the droid's going to start. One of the droids is going to start because as soon as he's like, oh, we're fighting now, he's just going to take a shot. So he has a blaster and it's built in, so he doesn't even have to like draw it. So he's going to use his movement to, or his blark. I already forgot the term. There's actions and there's maneuvers. So he's going to use one of his maneuvers to take aim, and he's going to take aim at the big Wookiee because Wookiees are scary. And he is going to do that, and he gets an aim die because he's aiming. And he's aiming at short range. Well, no, I'm gonna say it's medium range because where are the droids? Stand near the doorway. No, it's short range. We're gonna say it's short range. So 1 die. Okay, so he gets 1 success and he's got 2 advantages. So he is gonna go ahead and say that he takes a shot, and then he'll also aim, like keep locked on you basically, so the next time he attacks you, he'll get an advantage. But he hits for, oh wow, this thing is cool. It does the math for you at the bottom. I didn't realize that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so the symbols on that bottom row is basically the final total of what you get.
All right.
I did not realize that. That's awesome. Okay. So 6 plus 1. So he's going to hit you for 7. And then your soak will subtract from that, and then you'll take whatever's left over.
All right, my soak is 4, so I take 3 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
On now, sucker.
So that is his fight. And so now it's one of your guys' turn. So you get to pick who you want to go.
Oh, can I grab Lieutenant Brian there as cover?
So you're gonna try and grab her?
Yeah, that's great.
And use her as cover?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a skill check. So I'm gonna say that is. I'm going to say that that's an athletics check.
Athletics check?
Yeah,
okay.
To try and, like, grab her and hold on to her. And she is next to you, and she's a little wary, so it's going to be 2 purple dice.
2 purple dice?
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be a failure, I can tell right now.
What's your athletics?
I am rank 1, and I get a yellow die and a green die, but it's...
Okay.
Just 1 of each, so. See what we got. Oh, it comes out to an advantage and a failure.
Okay, so you fail. But you fail with style. So she's gonna like see you come for her and try and grab her, and she's just gonna. She obviously, I mean, she lives in this like podunk. So she's just gonna grab your arm and like flip around, and then like kick you away from her. But you stumble, but you're still upright. Like you're still like,
okay.
Do this. Yeah. So you don't fall or anything, but you are now short. You're not close enough to touch her anymore. You are a short distance away, and you don't succeed in grabbing her. So that was your action. Do you want to do a maneuver?
Oh yeah, let's maneuver behind the desk now.
Okay, so you're going to go get behind the desk. Are you going to take cover? Is that basically your plan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now a droid is going to get to go, and the droid is going to see Pash. I'm going to say that the right droid was the one that attacked before. So now the left droid is going to go. He sees Pash just like standing there, right? Because he hasn't moved yet. So he's going to take aim and shoot at Pash, and so he gets an aim bonus, and he gets that kind of stuff, and it's short range, so he's going to roll. Oh ho ho!
Mm.
Okay. So, the bad news is he takes strain, so he'll take a wound for this. But he succeeds with 4. So he's coming at you with 10 damage.
Wow. So I soak 4.
Yep. Actually, I lied. He also has a trigger, which means that's another success. So you're coming at 11. Actually. Yeah. So he like sets sights on you, and he aims, and he blasts, and he definitely hits you just right in the shoulder, knocks you back, and now I'm gonna say that you're like you get knocked back, like you're just now on the floor. Okay? And that's me using the triumph to say that there was a powerful positive consequence of my actions. Okay. But he also rolled a threat. So when he did shoot you and like you launched back, he really needs to go get some maintenance done. This droid is like, he looks really polished, but he's got a little case of the space dust. So his gun kind of like malfunctions a little bit, and he takes 1 damage.
Okay.
So yeah. So he's now at that. Okay. So now it is Dave's turn. Wait. No, it could be the Wookiee's turn. It's either Wookiee or Pash.
Yeah,
Lowhhrick
just
or Pash.
All right, from the floor.
From the floor? Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to spin a maneuver to get up if you want to get up.
Oh man. All right.
They just ripped your best roguish jacket and injured you.
I do have heavy clothes as a. Let's see, what is the heavy clothes?
The
as
heavy
equipment, which
well,
is included in my
wearing.
soak. Which is included in my soak.
Yeah, that's what you're wearing. So basically,
Yeah.
it describes your armor.
All right, so I guess I'll use 1 maneuver to get up.
Mhm.
And I'll use a second maneuver to pull out my gun with my good arm.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and shoot at that droid that just shot me.
Okay. Because you use a second maneuver and don't use your action, instead you're going to take 2 strain.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to shoot at the droid. So you're at short range, so it's going to be 1 purple die plus your blaster die.
Okay. Got a little 2 green and a purple. All right, a success and an advantage.
Okay. So what damage do you do?
6.
Okay, and he soaks 3 of that.
6 and the 6 plus 1 damage per success, so 7 total.
Okay. So he's okay. So and then your advantage, you have that 1 advantage that you can use to deal with 1 of your strain.
Yeah, I'll take me down. Okay.
Okay. So Commander Brian, she's a little vindictive. She's a little mad at Akasha for trying to grab her. So she's gonna wheel around. She's going to pull out her blaster, and then she's going to aim it at Akasha and shoot. But she doesn't get an aim bonus because her maneuver is her pulling out her gun.
Okay.
So, wow, she's got a really crappy, really bad blaster. Okay. So we roll that plus that. So it's short range, so it's 1 purple die. Wow. So she gets 3 successes.
I really took her off.
Yeah, you really, really pissed her off. So you're going to get hit for 9.
Whoa.
And I soak 4.
Yep. Yep.
Ugh.
Okay. So now it is the Wookiee's turn.
Finally. Okay. So I'm assuming we are in between the two like half-circle desks at this spaceport.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of imagining you guys.
Okay.
Or actually, I was kind of picturing you guys, not quite there, like just to the outside of the front desk. It's up to you
Okay.
guys. If you guys want to say that you walked all the way into the center next to her, well, actually, that would make sense because she was trying to grab her. So yeah, you guys are between the desks.
All right. Am I right by Brian, or is she like a little bit further away?
I'm gonna say that you guys are. If Oskara was close enough to try and grab her, I'm gonna say that you guys are in short range.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want it's a maneuver to basically get right up in her face.
All right. So yeah, I'll do that, and I'll take a strain to pull out my vibro axe,
Okay.
and I tell her your name sucks, and I swing at her really hard.
Oh! So she's a little like what? And so you're gonna get an advantage on that.
Nice.
So you get a blue die. And so it's gonna be a blue die and then 2 purple die, and then your weapon.
It's yellow and 3 green. All right. Okay, so I got a threat and 3 successes.
Okay, so your 3 successes add up your damage. 3 success plus your damage hit.
So that's 10.
Okay, let's see. She is probably not as well off as the droids. No, she's really not. Okay, so she takes 8
Nice.
damage. So she's like really hurt. Your axe digs into her uniform, her like, standard spaceport uniform, but they're like out in the boondocks, so her uniform's like really worse for wear. So you get between the armor plating and just crack it, and you're pretty sure she's got some like, she's definitely bleeding a little bit. She's got some broken ribs. She's not looking good. Not at all. Yeah. I'm just really quickly tweeting about this awesome thing that's happening.
The Wookiee's yet to disappoint in one of these melees.
I know.
I know. It's all working all the time. Awesome.
Oh man. Okay. Sweet then. All right. So now that was your guys' full thing. So it's a full new round. So the characters get to go again. So the commander is going to. She's like really messed up. So she is going to, and the Wookiee's like right up in her face. So she's going to try. She's like going to stagger back a little bit, okay, and then she is going to try and shoot the Wookiee. So she's going to stagger back into short range, and then she will try to shoot the Wookiee who is likely to kill her.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, I totally forgot. I have this thing called Wookiee Rage. When you are wounded, you deal +1 damage with all melee and brawl-based attacks. And I took damage from the blaster, so...
So her entire side that you hit is just like an open now.
Oh, that's gonna sting.
Yeah, she's not doing great. And so she shoots you. So she raises up her gun and she shoots you for 2. So it's a total of 8 damage.
Alright, so it's 4, so I take 4 damage off that.
Yeah, so she shoots you for 8, but like the recoil from the blaster knocks her back enough that she falls to the ground, and that's it for her. She just crumples and she's done.
Oh.
Yep. So Byron is out of the fight. Alright, who's next?
Oh, then I will take aim from behind the desk and shoot that last droid.
There's still 2 droids.
Oh, there's still 2 droids?
Yeah. the one you guys have hit pretty solidly and is like, he's a little glitchy now, you know? But the other one is still fresh for the fight.
Then let's hit the fresh one.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the one on the right that shot the Wookiee in the first place. Wait, didn't he take damage? No, that one that shot Pash took damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have an advantage because you were crouching and aiming last turn. No, you were taking cover last turn.
I was taking cover, so let's use my maneuver to aim and then shoot.
Okay. So you get a blue die, and then it's short range, so it's 1 purple.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. 3 blasts and 3 successes and 2 advantages.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right. So what's the total?
Oh, that was the total. 1 success got negated by a threat.
No, I meant like with the damage from your blaster.
Oh, with the damage from my blaster, so 9, 10, 11.
Wow.
Okay. And
Alright.
the droid has a soak of 3, so that leaves him with 8 damage, which is exactly his hit points.
Yes.
So
Good shot.
you hit the droid right in the head, and the head like actually no, you hit right on the neck. Right on the neck, and so it's like the head just like
Just pop the head right
disconnects.
up.
Yeah, and like slams against the wall behind him, and then the body just kind of like droops and just hangs there. And then you have a bunch of advantage, so you can use that advantage to heal strain if you need, or you can use it to kind of like set up and take aim in case you get another turn. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's see. I don't think I have any strain yet. So yeah, let's set up and take aim at the other droid.
Okay, so in case you get another turn and he's still up. Okay.
Yeah.
So who's next?
Posh.
Pash, sprawled out.
Yeah, he's already up, and he's so confident in his aiming skills here that he's gonna go behind the desk before he takes a shot.
Okay, so you're gonna go behind the desk. So you're taking cover, or are
Yeah,
you...
taking cover
Okay. So go
And
ahead
then
and take your shot.
and take my shot. So that's let's see. So in addition to the 2 green and a yellow, am I adding anything?
Yeah, you're adding 1 purple
Okay.
because you're at short range.
All right. So no successes, but 3 advantages.
All right, so you take shot and it hits. You're just not good at shooting, man. You're just not good at shooting.
Nope. I told you. That's why he took cover.
Okay, so the droid just like ignores the shot. It just like goes by his head, and he's like, whatever.
Are you sure I'm not a stormtrooper?
They have really good aim. I have an essay for you to read. All right. Okay, so Wookiee, you're up. Droid is
Wookiee
across
is
the room from you.
All right. So I'm going to take cover behind the desk as well,
Okay.
and I'll take 2 strain to pull out my blaster,
Okay.
and I will shoot at that stupid droid.
Alrighty.
And I tell him he has a stupid name too.
The droid is like, I don't even have a name. Like, he's not even phased. Like, he's
I
just-
thought all droids' names were Roger.
only in the prequels. Okay.
Oh, that's not canon then. Okay.
So it's 1 purple versus your blasters.
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. First, I forgot. Sorry. He goes before you guys go.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So he's gonna take fire at Pash because he's just targeting Pash a lot.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, you suck. Boom.
He just doesn't like the cut of your jib. That's
Yeah. So he gets 2 successes. So he does 8 damage, and he has some advantage, but he has no strain or anything like that. So he's just gonna keep locked in on Pash, just in case push in case he gets another turn.
All right.
And then the Wookiee can roll.
Okay. So the Wookiee is going to roll now, and Okay, so I got a failure and 3 advantages.
Oh.
No, sorry, 4 advantages.
So like the Wookiee is just not good at a blaster at all.
It's those Wookiee paws.
The safety is still on. Like he goes to shoot, and the safety's still on. He's really good with axes. He's not good with guns. Not good with guns. All right. So it's a PC's turn again, but there's no more PCs. So except for the one that already went. So that's the end of the round, because you guys all went, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's top of the round again, and it's an NPC's turn again. So this droid he now sees this Wookiee just like standing there, like trying to point a gun at him, and the gun's not doing anything. So the droid is gonna he's gonna swing over and take aim at the Wookiee. So he's gonna get an aim die, and he's going to try and shoot the Wookiee. And he shoots the Wookiee. So that is 9 damage.
Ow.
Yep. Plus an advantage, which he can't use because he's a droid.
How's your health looking, Wookie?
I am down to 6 from 18.
Okay.
That's not good.
All right, so who's up?
So since I'm already aiming, let me finish off that droid here. So let's see. That's going to be... Get rid of all those thingies. So that's 1 purple?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes, a triumph, and a threat.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's a good
Okay. So you take aim at the droid who has kind of been ignoring you to his own detriment, and you shoot just below the neck, like into the sternum, where it's the weak point on the armor, which is blaster reflective. So it gets right in his armor, and then it just bounces around in his chest cavity. And then you hear the and then there's just smoke bellowing out of his armpits and his neck hole, and then he just crumbles and he's down.
Nice.
Okay. So you
Cool.
guys have finished off Byron and the security guards, and all of the technicians and whatnot that are in this room are hiding on the other side of that big desk between the window and the desk, and they just slowly look up and peer at you guys, and then one of them, who's a little braver, is just like, "That's the control access here." So if you guys want to, so now that Byron is dead and can't unclamp for you, and the technicians are too scared to do it for you, you guys are just going to have to do a simple, you guys are just going to have to go over and do it.
All right.
And so remember, you guys, you just finished an encounter, so you guys can spend your presence or your cool to gain strain back, to lose strain, basically. And also, you guys have some stim packs that you can distribute and use.
All right.
Okay, I got 1 left here. And I'm at 7.
I'm going to use both of mine that I have.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I feel like I do a lot of damage up close, and maybe I should be... if we have to fight anybody else, maybe I should be... 6 and 8 is 14.
Yeah, I'm going to use both of mine as well. I'm down to 4, so...
Oh, yeah, we need to get you up. Should I use my last one as well?
It's up to you guys.
Let's use the last one as well.
Okay,
so
so
up to 11.
So once you guys get that figured out, one of you is going to go figure out the clamps, right?
Yeah.
That would be a computer's role, I'm assuming?
Actually, because like nobody's fighting you or anything, like one of the technicians will even like yell out helpful hints, so you guys don't even need to.
So we're just go out like, anybody know Linux here?
Yeah. So one of you, we'll say Akasha, because you guys have a little bit of computer knowledge. You just walk over and like you're like, does anybody have Linux experience? And one of the technicians is like, it's Ubuntu, and then you like are like, oh okay, da, 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 da. All right, cool. Clamps released. So you knocked it out. Okay, so you guys, because you have successfully completed a set number of encounters, you guys have leveled up. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
So you guys get to switch to your upgraded character sheets. And so each of you guys are going to get 10 experience points. And in your character folders, there is a file called your character name and then upgraded info. Okay? And so when you look at your new upgrade character sheet, there's some numbers, and everybody has different stuff. There's 3 or 4, depending, numbers, orange numbers, and they say what will change if you use the XP. So basically the XP is like a currency system, and then in that upgraded info image, it says what you can use that XP for. So for example, Akasha, you can spend, there's one that your gunnery skill, you can train up your gunnery skill, and that'll use all 10 of your experience points, but then you'll have a better gunnery. Or you can split your XP costs up among there's 3 options, and you can pick 2 of those, and then you would have that ability. So the sheets show you, there's like a ore symbol, basically.
Okay.
So on like your skills checks, that'll be like if you have the chance to upgrade something or train in something, it'll say like 0/1. And if you guys decide you want to upgrade that, you just have to remember what you upgraded. Okay?
Okay.
So, and everybody has a different thing that they can do. So it's up to you guys what you
Do we
want
have
to upgrade.
to pick from like one of these orange numbers, or because I have like 1, 2 2s, a 3, and then 2 4s of those orange numbers?
Yeah, so for yours, if you look at there's a separate PNG file called Lowhhrick upgraded info.
Mm-hmm.
If you open that, that explains what each of those are. And it also explains the cost. So basically for you, it looks like your 4, the number 4 ones, it's a feral strength talent.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you get better at melee if you take that. And it costs 5 XP. So if you do that one, you could take another one that also costs 5.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or you could just upgrade your melee straight up, in which case your dice pool changes for your weapon. So it's either get a better advantage overall for your fighting. Basically, you get an always +1, or you get better dice if you wanna focus on your melee.
Yeah.
You can also toughen, which is you basically get 1 more hit point.
So I think I'm going to split mine between mechanics skills and point blank talent, because I have a feeling mechanics things will be involved shortly.
Okay, so you're gonna split yours between the mechanics skill and the point blank talent. Okay.
I'm going to split mine between coerce skill and feral strength talent.
Okay. I'm just going to put up on the screen right now the thing that I was talking about so people that are watching can... Why is that trying to open? Can know what the heck I'm talking about.
So I feel like last time I was failing on my deceit rolls, so I spent all 10 XP on upgrading my...
Okay, so you did the deceit skill.
Yeah.
Okay. So now your deceit pools are better, and so now you're rank 2 in deceit. So for you guys, if you're curious, the way that your dice are determined is, so whatever characteristic the skill uses to get its ability from is the number of dice you roll, and then the number of yellow dice that you roll is your rank.
Okay.
So, for example, Pash just upgraded his deceit rank from a 1 to a 2, and his cunning was a 3. So he's rolling 3 dice, and now 2 of them are yellow, and then the last one's a green. So that's where those dice types are coming from. All right, so everybody's taken note of what they're doing, how they've upgraded?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So you guys have unlocked the ship, Clamp. You know that the Imperial troopers are about, and they probably heard maybe some of those blaster files. Blaster firing. What you gonna do?
Should probably do a Han Solo there and tell everybody on the mic that everything's okay. Gosh.
So what happens?
So, we grab Brian. I'll go on Brian's announcer mic thing and say, all systems normal, everything's okay here. Over, out.
Oh, there's no, they hear the gunfire. I'm just saying, like, they're probably on their way towards you.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, let's go ahead and install that part that we have.
Yeah, so let's haul back onto the hangar then.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's choose it out the side entrance if it's not super locked. Still.
It's still locked, but so you guys are just gonna blitz out the front, but that's okay. That is okay. How are you guys? So how are you guys health-wise?
I'm at 11.
I am at 14.
And I am at 12.
Okay, so as you guys blitz out of the command center, you are trying to make your way back to the hangar where the ship is as fast as you can. And suddenly, the crowds thronging the streets of the settlement part, and you see a chilling sight. 3 soldiers in the white armor of the Empire's elite. Stormtroopers. As you see them, you realize the lead trooper is pointing right at you. You hear his voice break through the crowd, sounding mechanical through his armor speakers. There they are, the stormtrooper says. Get 'em! As you turn to escape, you see a second group of 3 stormtroopers approaching down a side street. This could get tricky. So, contrary to popular belief, stormtroopers are actually really well trained. And you got 6 of them bearing down on you guys. So, you might just want to try and like run away.
Yeah. I think running is a good option.
Yes.
Agreed.
All right. So what happens?
So can we dodge down the alley?
Hang on, before I do that, I forgot an extra thing. So now that you guys have, like, stuff, we're going to introduce this thing called Destiny Dice, okay? So what happens is, everybody, except for me, all of you guys are going to roll one of the white dice.
Okay, come help us unload it.
So, one of the white dice, go ahead and roll one of them.
I got 2 empty dots.
The white ones?
Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta figure out how we're gonna do this on the screen. We might just have to keep track of it in chat. So basically they're destinies. So there's these like destiny coins that are going to be out there, and if they're white side up, that's the light side of the force, and if they're dark side, that means it's the dark side of the force. So if there's ever a dark side, I can use that basically to gain an advantage, but whenever I use it, it flips to the white side, and whenever you guys use a white side, it flips to the dark side. So basically, the force is engaging with us, and we got a little bit of a push and pull going on between you guys and me. So we have 2 white ones, and then what'd you get, Dave?
All right, I am rolling and got 1 black one.
All right, 1 black one, and then Moz, what'd you get? Oh, you're still muted, Moz.
I also got 1 black one.
Okay, so we have 2. I'm going to do circles as the white dots and then B's as the blacks over in the group chat. So basically what will happen with those is whenever we want to basically help skill checks or perform like something that helps our ability dice, we can use one of these destiny tokens, but whenever one of us uses a destiny token, the opponent can decide to also use a destiny token if there's one available. So basically what this does is it'll upgrade one of your green dice to a yellow dice whenever you use it. But counter, if there's a black one for me, that means I'll upgrade one of the purple dice to a red dice. Okay?
All right.
All right, cool. So you guys are going to run from the stormtroopers. So what happens?
Oh, let's dodge down an alley here and we'll try to get out of the way.
Okay, so you guys are going to try to dodge down an alley and get away. So you dodge down this alley, but the stormtroopers watched you go down the alley. So they're still hot on your tail, but you've got a little bit of room because they were a little bit down the street from you. So you're going down the alley, and now what?
That's a good question. So we're going down the street. Let's see.
It's a crowded street. It's like post-siesta. Markets are open.
Okay, so yeah, let's try to go into the market and get lost in the market.
Okay, so you guys are going to dodge down into the market and try and like weave in and be part of the market? Are you guys going to like keep moving, or are you going to try and like become part of the crowd?
What do you guys
see, I can't, like, maybe I can keep moving, you guys can try to lose yourselves in the crowd, because I'm a giant Wookiee, like, you can't really miss me. So yeah, maybe you guys want to jump into a building or something for right now, and I'll just keep running.
So the Wookiee's going to lure him off for a bit?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So the Wookiees, you guys are going to dodge into a building, and the Wookiee's going to keep running. Maz, you're running. You're a giant Wookiee, so you're kind of obvious. So the trick here is you need to get enough distance from the stormtroopers to basically be able to duck into something in the shantytown.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and give me an athletics check, and we're going to do it against. Against 2 purples. And so remember, if you want to use the Destiny tokens, you guys have 2 light sides up, so you can do that. But if you use one, I will probably use one of the dark side ones.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So you said 2 purples?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, my athletics is a yellow and 3 green, so I don't think I need to use the Destiny dice yet.
All right.
So I got 2 threats and 3 successes.
Okay, so you succeed, but something bad will happen. So basically, you succeed dodging into the shantytown, but now the stormtroopers, like, they know you're in there, because there's not a lot of exits to the shantytown, because it's like on these like bridges off to the side of the town. So you're gonna have to like sneak your way back to the ship. The good news is like your friends are scot clean. The stormtroopers are now focusing on getting you and finding you and getting you out of the shantytown, basically.
Okay.
Or finding you in the shantytown.
And I'm at the south shantytown, right? Not the little north one?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll be in the south one.
The big one or the...
Yeah, the bigger one, yeah.
Okay. So you're now in the bigger one. So you've successfully hidden, but now there's stormtroopers like flipping everywhere. So, what are you gonna do to try and get out of here? And also, you have a comm link, so you can still talk to Oskara and Pash and try and get them to help you somehow.
Okay. Guys, maybe help.
So you're calling us for some help?
Yes, please.
Okay. Cool. So where did we dive into?
Well, we're not being chased anymore, so can we go over to the ship and...
You just gonna leave them?
We're just going to leave our trusty
we're
Wookiee?
We're gonna circle back with the ship.
Yeah.
You can't really. The ship's like.
We haven't even dealt with tracks yet, so.
Yeah, and the ship is like you can't
something
really
in the
park
slag
it.
works.
What?
Maybe there's something in the slag works that we could like rain down on the shanty town.
Okay. So you go check out the slagworks?
Yeah, so let's go check out the slag works area.
I say through a mouth of scone. Okay.
Scone.
Nom nom nom. Okay, so you guys are gonna get into the slagworks, and you're gonna find there are 3 Gamorrean overseers overseeing the rushes who labor in the slagworks. The slagworks consists of several mine shafts descending into the Muaz Zekeria buff, as well as smelting facilities where ore is removed from the mines and converted into a usable state. And so yeah, there's a guardhouse. There's like 3 of these Gamorrean pig dudes, like basically making the workers make sure that they're working and stuff like that. And they're kind of just like, the guards don't even really look at you guys. They're like, whatever. They're bored. So yeah.
So
There's a guardhouse off to the side. There's the guardhouse off to one side, and the opposite side is the smelting facility, and then there's various mine shafts kind of like everywhere that go down in. And there's lots of people, like workers, that look like they probably live in the shantytown, just milling about.
Yeah, let's round up the workers and start a riot.
Okay. So, what are you going to try and do? Specifically? How are you going to start the riot?
Let's see, is there a way that we can... let's do
How about we throw some credits in the street, and the people from the shanty town riot around trying to get the credits.
Well, I'm down to my last 200 credits. I don't know about you, but you may need it a little bit later. I'm thinking we negotiate with the workers to riot, so they give us a little bit of cover and get to that smelter.
So you guys want to negotiate with them, or you guys just want to like trick them into rioting? Because you have some options.
Which would be easiest here? Let's see.
Well, it's between you and Pash to figure out.
Yeah, I've got 3 green dice for negotiation, but I'm a level 0.
Well, I have deceit, which I just upgraded, so I have 2 yellows and a green.
Okay, then let's use the deceit money method.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened? So what do you do?
So are we just gonna pay them?
Yeah, let's throw 200 out in the street between the both of us.
No,
So
maybe 200's a bit much. How about we do?
Do $1.50? That's good. Maybe just 100?
Sure, let's do 100. I'll do 100.
Okay. So that's minus 50 from each of us?
No, I'll just take it out of my...
Oh, okay.
Make it easier.
Okay.
So basically, I'm throwing money in the street to create a riot.
Of the slagworks or of the shantytown? Like, where are you guys still in the slagwork?
Unless one of those mine shafts let us shoot down into the shantytown. I don't know.
Well, you guys could wander over there instead.
Yeah.
You could take the time to walk over there.
Maybe we
And
should.
I think we have to negotiate with the workers to bust them out and haul back to the shanty town then.
Okay, so you're just gonna do it in the Slagworks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do? You just like throw money down?
Well, more like throw it up in the air.
Oh, you make it rain.
He's making it rain.
You're making it rain. Okay. So are you gonna like yell anything? Are you gonna like how are you just gonna like start standing there doing this? Like, how are you using deceit in this?
I'll go full Braveheart on it.
What was that?
Go full Braveheart. It's like, this will buy your freedom.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's excellent.
Alright, so you're gonna say like this will buy your freedom, and you're just gonna start like making it rain.
Yeah, so in doing so, that's gonna create a riot, which is going to bring a lot of the people. The word's gonna get to the shanty town, and everybody's gonna rush out towards the Slagworks.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a deceit roll, and I'm gonna have you do a purple and a red die.
Okay.
For this, because 100 credits only goes so far into town with so many workers. 100 credits is like $20.
All right.
maybe not $20, but like it's like there's a lot of workers. We'll say like
That won't
they can't make change.
buy the Imperial Assault game for them to.
All right. You know what? How much will another 100 buy me? What do I?
Yeah,
well,
let me.
Also, don't forget you can use those Destiny tokens. You have 2 light side ones. Just know if you use one of the light side of the Force, I will be able to use the dark side.
So do you use the Destiny dice before you roll or after?
You don't use the roll. You just use the token to change one of your green dice to a yellow dice.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should we do that?
I don't know if it can.
We'll basically be increasing the probability on both sides. It's up to you.
Let's go for it. Let's
do it.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay,
All right.
so then you're going to have 3 yellows versus 2 reds. Because I will use the dark side.
Okay, so I'm rolling 2 yellows and 2 reds.
Yep.
And I got 2 successes.
Is that the sum total?
That's the sum total at the bottom.
All of that out of all those dice, that's pretty good. Okay, so you like yell out, "Let this buy your freedom," and then you start like making it rain. And the Slagworks, like the guards are like, watch this happen, and they're not interested in stopping people. They're more interested in like getting the money.
Yeah.
So they like the slag workers start running for the money, and they're using like their tools to fight off the guards, and the guards are like and each other, and the guards are like trying to fight in, and basically you've caused a riot. There's a group of stormtroopers that's like just having to cruise by, and they like hear it, and they rush in to stop. Like they're like, oh, what's happening? It's a riot! Oh my goodness! So they rush in to try and stop what's going on, which causes them to comlink with the one searching for the Wookiee. And so I'm going to say that 3 of the ones searching through the shantytown like peel off to go help with the Slagworks. And so you just helped Lowhhrick. He's going to have an easier time getting out. So Lowhhrick, they've pulled off some of your guys. So you are going to have to give me either a streetwise, a stealth, or if you just want to try and book it to the ship now that there's like less of them, and athletics. But the athletics is going to be a little tougher to try and get back to the ship.
My streetwise and stealth are pretty low, so I'll use athletics and just hope and pray that it works.
Okay, so you're just gonna try and book it out again while there's less of them.
Yes,
so,
like bull rush right through them.
Okay, so give me do your athletics and then 2 purples.
Okay. All right, so I got 3 successes, a threat, and a triumph.
Okay, so your triumph counts as a success. So you bull rushed out of the slag, and as a bonus, you like there's just one stormtrooper who's like, "Hey, that's him!" and you just like tackle him, like from Wookiee Pro Ball, you know that you used to be playing. You tackle him down, and he like flies back into a thing and like is knocked unconscious. But they also are now very aware that you are leaving the shanty town and running to the ship. But there's a few of them, and the one's like knocked unconscious, all this stuff. So you guys are all gonna make it to the ship now. Well, not the ship. You're gonna make it to the hangar now, because you have evaded the stormtroopers successfully. Okay, so now you're back at the hangar. All right, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit and say that you guys avoided the slag works and got yourself out of the riot pretty easily. So you're back at the hangar, which again was the large porous hangar looming before you. So the rusty-looking freighter is now, it now has its loading ramp deployed and it's no longer clamped down. But there are two, all you have to do is get on the ship, install the part, and you're out of there. But there are 2 rusty-looking security droids standing outside the entrance to the hangar. So you can see the ship. It's pretty far off. It's like long range. It's like long range from you. But yeah, there's some security droids there. So what are you gonna do?
My coerce just ranked up to 1. So I'm gonna walk over there and try to intimidate them into getting the hell out of our way.
So you're gonna try and intimidate the droids.
Yes.
Okay, so give me a coerce roll versus 2 purples and a red.
Oh God.
Yep.
Okay. I like these odds.
Oh, oh my God.
That's always great.
I got 3 threats.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, bad Wookiee skills.
Okay, so the droids like are intimidated by you for like a second, or a microsecond, because they're droid, and then the one just tries to shoot you in the face.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Oh, ow.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, they don't take no slack. So the one droid is just gonna like take aim and try and pop a shot, and the other one's gonna radio back to the ship, and you're going to see that there's 2 other droids down at the bottom of the ship, like at the docking thing, and they're gonna like start working their way towards you guys, and then you now are pretty sure that Trex is aware of your presence and what you might be trying to do. So yeah, this worked out super well, guys. So the one droid, you like got right up in his face. I'm gonna give him a disadvantage. So he tries to shoot you, but you're too close. So he just like singes some hair. But it's yeah.
Ooh, not my do. Oh my God.
Oh no. Don't mess with
Okay, so
Don't
everybody.
mess with the Wookiee's weave. That
Damn right.
All right, everybody, give me a cool check to figure out the order.
No successes.
1 success and 3 advantage.
Okay.
3 success and 2 advantage.
3 success puts you first. What was yours again, Mont?
1 success and 3 advantage.
Okay, so bump, 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 bump. Okay, so we're gonna do a PC, and then non-PC, then PC, then non-PC, non-PC.
Okay.
So almost alternating, basically. So one of you gets to start. So whoever wants to start.
Let me start since I'm right up in his face anyway.
All right.
And since I'm wounded, I do +1 damage with all melee and brawl-based attacks. So I'm gonna, for my maneuver, I'm gonna pull out my axe and, screaming Wookiee curses at him for messing up my hair. Just try to chop his neck off. Be like, you son of a metallic bitch. How dare you?
All right. So it's gonna be 2 purples versus your melee roll, your axe roll.
All right. Oh my God. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 7 successes and a triumph.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Plus,
Make the
plus
Wookiee
1
angry.
for +1 because I'm wounded and I'm pissed off.
Did you take feral strict talent or did you do toughen talent? Which did you do?
I did coerce and feral toughness.
Okay, so it's +1 because you're pissed off, and +1 because you're using your axe. So that's so it's 9 plus your damage.
Yes.
Okay, so that's like 16. No big deal. You clearly just like chop straight through this robot, straight down the center, and it just goes and just like splits open. Exactly. So yeah, he's no longer around.
Anybody else want to singe a Wookiee's hair?
Exactly.
Okay, so that was Droid 1. He is now gone. Okay, so now Droid 2, who is standing beside his now clamshell opened buddy, is going to take aim and fire at the Wookiee, because why wouldn't he? And he's like on the other side of the door because you walked up to this one, so he's short range.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so that's 4 successes and 2 triumphs. So that's basically 6 successes. So that's going to be 12.
Jeez.
Ow.
Okay.
Yep.
So
And he not only does he hit you, he also just completely singes and burns off this like massive chunk of your hair.
Oh.
You've just got like a hole.
Hell.
Alrighty. So PC. So who's next?
Oh, let me just blast that one.
Okay,
Go
so you're
for
gonna
it.
blast that guy?
Because I can't stand a bad hairdo. Not with my luscious tentacle braids there. Yeah. So we're gonna blaster carbide that.
Okay.
And I get it's short range.
Yeah. So
I get that +1 with the point blank talent.
okay. Is point blank engaged or short range?
How do I have to?
Well,
When you
let me
hit
see.
a target at short range or closer with your blaster.
Yeah, you're good. So +1.
Okay, cool. So roll 1 purple.
Yep, for short range.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. It's 5 successes.
Nice.
Alright, so what's the total on that, damage-wise?
Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 damage.
Is that plus the 1 Is that
that's with the point blank added, yeah.
Okay. So he's got a soak of 3, so that's 11. So he takes a blaster shot to the eye stalk and just immediately goes dark. Just so you fry him immediately.
Cool.
It's like right in his computer eyeball. Yeah,
Thank you for that. Sweet vengeance.
He is gone. Okay, so, but you still have 2 droids like wheeling towards you. I don't know why I made them crab legs. You have 2 droids wheeling towards you. So one of them is going to. So now we have that and that. Okay. So one of them is going to wheel towards you, and they're on their way, so they're still at long range. So to get to medium, they have to spend 2 maneuvers. They don't care enough to spend their strain. So do they have long range weapons? They do not. Does he have long range weapons? He does not. Okay. Alright, so they're just going to start, they're going to use their 2 maneuver and their action, both of them, to move closer to you guys. So now they're at medium range. That's their whole turn. Yeah, so it's Pash's turn.
Alright, Pash. Let's see if the blaster works this time. So we're going to pull out a blaster.
Okay.
And we're going to take a shot.
Sorry, medium range is 2 purple.
Okay, so I'm going to take a shot at the one on the right.
Okay.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And we get 1 failure and 3 advantages.
Alright, so we are once again confirming that Pash cannot shoot. So they're still pretty far off, so they're going to, you shoot, and it just goes so wide that we don't even know where it is. Like it goes like out into the open hangar door. So that's gonna be his turn, and then Trex, who is like on his, you guys, if you can see that far, he like sticks his head like out from under the ship, like loading docking bay, and like sees you guys, and he's gonna take a wild shot. It's probably gonna fail, but he's just gonna point his blaster out the door to see if he can hit something. And he totally does not hit anything. He shoots, and like we have 2 threat, so he shoots and hits one of his own droids as it's like walking towards you guys in the back of the head. So
did you and Trax go to the same blaster school?
Yeah, he's like, "Is that you? Is that you, Pash?" Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now we're back to the top of the initiative, and you guys have the 2 droids moving towards you, and then you have Trax, who's like on the ship shooting at you. So, and the ship is still long range, so it's highly unlikely that you guys will be able to hit him.
Okay.
Is there any cover between us and the droids?
There is normal kind of stuff that you would find in a hangar. Nothing like super close to the ship. I would still say medium range. Like, it's closer to you than it's closer to the droids. That makes sense?
Okay, yeah.
So there's like some cargo, like pallet. There's like a space forklift, whatever that would be. Like.
Alright, because I am going to run for cover.
Okay. So you're going to dodge behind the space forklift?
Yes.
Alright.
And then... Could I pull out my blaster too? Even like if I'm not going to aim it or shoot it, can I just pull it out to get it ready for next turn?
You'll use a strain unless you don't use an action, but yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull it out, but I'm not going to do any actions. I'm behind cover. That's
Okay.
it.
So you use 2 maneuvers. One of your actions as a maneuver. Your action as a maneuver. Okay.
Yes.
So you have cover and you have your blaster. Awesome. So one of the droids, he's not going to shoot at you because you have cover. He's going to shoot at one of the humans that is just standing there. He's going to shoot at the one that tried to shoot at him and just missed terribly. So he's going to try and shoot at Pash. Because, eliminate the easy threats or something. So he has that blasters. Okay, so medium range, 2 purples. He has no successes, but he also has no failures. So he shoots at you, and you artfully just are like, woo! Almost Matrix style.
we're mixing the things.
Uh-oh. I feel like there's a turn in the tide for Pash.
Go for it, Pash. Go for it.
All right, so it's PC's turn. So one of you guys, who's gonna go?
Go for it with your Matrix actions.
So Pash just remembered back to blaster training, and he remembered that they said you had to aim first.
All right, so you're gonna aim.
Yes. And then take a shot.
All right, so it's still at medium range, so still 2.
Okay.
2 purples.
And I don't get any advantages for the aim?
No, you do. You get the blue aim dice. Yeah, the blue dice.
Okay. All right. So we got a success and an advantage.
You finally
Nice.
shoot something! All right,
Just remember to aim.
so you can use that advantage to clear out one of your strain. But you take shot at the little droid. And so what is the total damage on that?
7.
7? Okay, so you take a shot at the little droid, and you hit him right in his armored chest plate thing, and he will go ahead and take 4 damage. Is this the one that just shot at you?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
We're locked in.
Okay. So now it's the other droid's turn. So the other droid is going to take aim and try and shoot at Oskara because he watched her just one-shot his buddy. So, yeah, he's going to take aim at you. He's going to learn from Pash and take aim. And then, so he's going to take aim, shoot, pow! So he apparently is Blue's Clues. But he has 3 successes and 2 advantages. So that is 9 damage. And he's going to use his advantage to lock on target to Oskara. So he'll have another aim next turn.
That's not good.
Mm.
Alright, so now it is another PC's turn.
Oh, I am mad, so I am rushing that droid and blasting him right in the
Okay, so you're going to run towards him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to go from medium to short range in 1 maneuver. If you want to get all up in his face and engage with him, you're going to have to spend another maneuver, so you're going to have to do strain. But you can shoot him from short range if you want.
Oh, short range is good enough.
Okay, short range is 1 purple.
Okay. Okay, so we have a net 2 successes and 2 advantages. So that's what, 9, 10, 11 damage?
Okay. So 11 plus his soak means that he takes 8, which is exactly his points.
Yes.
So you run at him, and you come to a skidding stop, 10 paces from him, level your gun out, and just shoot him right in the eye stalk again. And you're just like, what? This is how you do this.
That's for scuffing my boots.
There we go. All right. So Trex,
You have moved to medium range for Trex now. So Trex is going to take aim at you. So he's going to stick his head out of the, like, docking bay of the ship, kind of loading ramp thing. And he is going to try and shoot you from medium range. And he's going to take aim, because he can do that. Oof, oof, oof. So he has 3 successes and 3 advantages, so he's going to lock on target to you for next attack. And he is going to do 10 damage to you. Actually, no. Instead of taking an advantage for this next turn, he's going to deal you a critical injury.
Oh, man.
So,
oh, man. I think that wipes me out.
Does that knock you out?
That knocks me out.
All right. So you take a blast to the chest, and you just crumple. And you just collapse to the floor. So you are now unconscious.
No.
No.
You're going to have a critical injury, which means that you immediately suffer 2 strain. So you just now have 2 strain, and you have a first critical injury, so make sure that it's marked, because if you take another one, there's going to be some bigger consequences.
Okay, so.
Yeah. You can take 4 critical injuries before you're basically, like, completely useless. So, basically, when this happens, to get her back up again and helping the fight, somebody needs to do a successful, either give her a stim pack, okay?
Which none of us have.
Yeah, we're all out.
Or you guys are going to have to do a medical check. So you can do a medicine, which looking, you all have the same medicine, which is 2. So basically you can do a medicine check to try and stabilize her at some point, okay?
Mm-hmm. But
for right now, you guys still have a situation.
Avenge my dad.
You're not quite dead. You're not quite dead.
Is there one droid left?
There's 1 droid left. He's been damaged. He's the one that you shot.
Yeah.
And then there's Trex. So it's actually top of the round. So one of you guys gets to go.
All right. So I'm going to aim at that last droid, and with a single tear for my fallen friend.
Are there doves flying out?
There's slow motion. There's violins playing.
Awesome.
1 tear, and I shoot at the droid.
Okay.
I think I see some doves.
Oh yeah, total job.
So you take aim?
Yeah, I took it, yeah.
Okay, so 2 purples and then the blue aim dice plus your blasters.
Alright, so 3 successes and an advantage.
That's what we're talking about.
Awesome. So what kind of damage do you do?
6. Plus the 3 is 9. And then I have the advantage as well, so... yeah, I'll throw that in there, and I'll say 10 damage.
Okay. So his soak is 3. So he takes 7, which is 2 more than he needed to be knocked out. So you
vengeance is mine.
Yeah. So you have succeeded in you shoot the droid. And the droid, it's not as a graceful shot as Akasha was doing. So it hits the droid right in the same spot that Pash had hit, which, was kind of exposed to the armor plating. And so you just went right in and destroyed the circuitry there. Not as clean as Akasha.
I feel like my blaster would be a little bit bigger, so the bolt would be too big to fit in, like, the little gap. So it's just like
exactly,
punch a hole right through.
Yeah. Punch a bigger hole in. Yeah, I like that. All right. So now it's Trex's turn. So Trex is still at long range for you guys, but he's not leaving his ship. So he's just gonna take another. He sees that his droids have fallen, so he's gonna take another wild shot because he's not as concerned about hitting his droids anymore.
So he's just gonna stick his head out and take a wild shot, and he totally fails. So he does not hit anything, but you guys know that he's still there shooting at you. All right, so it is now Pash's turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So is there cover between long range and medium range?
There's like the space forklift and there's like some boxes, but there's no cover between medium and short range. Like the cover's in that long to medium range section.
Okay, so we're gonna.
I'm already behind the space forklift.
At long range, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
it's very unlikely that you guys, because long range is 3 purple dice.
Yeah.
And your weapons aren't really meant for long range.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a disadvantage because he's also behind cover. So, like, you guys probably are just going to have to get up in that.
All right.
maybe get the space forklift into action and, like, just ride it up as bridge.
That would be brilliant. Can we do that?
Yeah. Yeah. If Pash wants to drive the space forklift, he's just gotta get me. I'll accept a mechanics roll or a knowledge roll or a pilot roll because you're piloting a forklift to drive the forklift.
Excellent. Okay, so and that provides cover as well, correct?
I'll say that the space forklift provides some cover. There's like a cab.
Okay.
It's not like amazing cover. If he gets one shot through the windscreen, your cover's gone.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so that sounds like an excellent plan. I'll go ahead and get in that forklift, and I need to roll my pilot, which is 2 yellow and a green, and what else do I need to roll?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that because it's a space forklift and it's a space. You're a smuggler, so you might have experience with space forklifts in your job of moving large objects you're smuggling. So I'll go ahead and say just 1 purple die.
Okay.
The Wookiee would probably have 2 because I don't think he has experience with the space forklift.
The Wookiee would not fit in the cab. I'd just put it in neutral and push it.
Yeah.
So 3 successes and a threat.
Okay. So you succeed in starting the forklift and you drive it. You start driving it towards the ship. But what you kind of maybe have forgotten is by doing that, you like expose the Wookiee. Like he's lost his cover. So now he's just like crouching there, and the forklift like just drives away, and he's just standing there like.
Doing Wookiee mime, trying to. Don't mind me.
I'm invisible. Don't look at me.
Yep. All right. So all the other bad guys are gone. So that was a whole round. So it's 1 PC, and then Trex will go, and then it's 2 more PCs. So who's gonna go?
I need to just sprint, sprint
behind
sprint after the space lifter, and like, dude, what the hell? Come on.
Maybe give him some cover fire while.
So it's. Okay, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run after the space forklift and then take aim at Trex.
So you're going to take aim?
Yeah, but that's it.
While running?
Yeah.
Oh, and then that's it. Okay, so you're going to provide cover. Okay. So that's a maneuver, and then you spend your action as another maneuver to gain an aim. For next turn? For your next action?
Yes.
Okay. So Trex is like, you guys are still, I'm going to say that you used the skill to start driving the forklift and you went last turn and then you spent a maneuver to like get in there and go further. So I'm going to say you guys are now at medium range. Go ahead and say that. And so Trex is going to have a slightly easier shot, but you have cover. So we're going to do 2 purples because you're medium.
and you have cover. And he's going to shoot at the cab and he's going to shoot at the cab of the space forklift, and he's going to have a success. So that is 8 damage to the yep. So it goes through the windscreen, pierces the windscreen, knocks it out, and the shot hits Pash.
All right, Lowhhrick, I'm at 4 health, so this might be my last shot.
Dun dun dun. All right, so now it's the Wookiee's turn, and you guys are coming close. You guys are like close, if not on Akasha's unconscious form.
Okay. I am going to. You said you have 4 health?
Yeah, I'm at 4 health.
Okay. Alright. I'm trying to think. Do I go for the shot or do I go and try to revive my. Yeah. I'll.
You are close enough that you could just. No, you're not. You'd have to do 2 maneuvers to get up into axing range. Sorry.
That's very tempting because I'm very good at that.
It is tempting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're very good at axing.
Yep.
No, I'd have to do 3 maneuvers because I don't have my axe out right now.
Yeah, you got your blaster out.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Okay. How much would it cost to go and pull...
Well, you did aim last time.
Yeah.
So you could spend your maneuver to pull out your axe and then shoot. So you could have your axe in one hand, like, be like...
Oh, I can do that. Nice. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
So it's medium range, so it's 2 purples, and then you have a blue. But he also has cover, because he's, like, hidden on the dock thing, so it's a black as well.
Okay. And black. Please, God, or Wookiee God, whoever you are. Diana Ross, please.
Yes, Diana.
Diana Ross has heard my prayers. Oh, Lord. 4 successes.
Praise the diva.
Yoo-hoo!
Alright, so what's the total damage?
So it's 4 plus 6, 10.
Okay, and he has 5 soaks, so he's going to take 5 damage. So he thought that you missed him, and then it ricocheted off the ceiling and the ship, and then shot him in the back. So,
one shot.
Praise Diana Ross. Hallelujah.
Yep. All right. So that's both your guys's. So it's top of the round again. So it is now PC's turn. So when do you guys get to go again?
I was the top of the round.
Oh, you were the top of the round. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought no, because didn't he just shoot Pash? Did Pash
shot Pash through the windshield, and I thought that ended the round, and then we rushed him.
Okay. Right. But both of you go. So it's Dave's turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I already have my aim. I have my blaster out. I'm at medium range. So let's see.
Oh, are you aiming? Are you going to aim now?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 1 blue die, your blaster, and then he's got cover, so black die.
Okay. And a purple, right?
Short range, you're at medium range, so 2 purple.
2 purple. 2 purple, black.
If instead of aiming, if you wanted to drive the forklift closer, which would just be 1 maneuver, it would be 1 purple.
Okay, yeah, let's...
But then I'd be without cover.
Yeah, you'd be without cover. This is true.
All right, let's keep your cover. I think that's helping us out. All right, so here we go. 2 successes, 2 advantages.
2 successes, 2 advantages. Okay, so you can use the advantages to, if you have strain, recover strain, or you can use it to set up an aim for the next shot.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
But what's your total damage?
2 advantage.
No, your damage. What's your total
damage. Is 6, 7, 8.
8, and he has a soak 5, so he takes 3. Okay. So you shoot him. You shoot up at him, and you shoot him in his non-shooting hand. So the one that's not holding the gun. And so you shoot him like in the forearm. He's like, ah. Reto. So now it's his turn again. So he is going to aim at the Wookiee because the Wookiee did the most damage last time.
What is Trex's health at?
Normally, he's looking pretty good. He's like, he looks like maybe halfway.
Whoa.
Okay.
Feet up.
Like, we're here to fix your ship.
All right, so he's going to take aim at the Wookiee, who has cover, but he's pretty confident he can hit the Wookiee through a busted forklift, because yeah. Rolling the dice. Oh, yes, no, he fails.
Nice.
Yeah.
He shoots. He's trying to aim through the forklift, and he just actually hits like one of the supports of the cab for the forklift. So he shoots it, and it now has scorch marks, and maybe is glowing a little hot red, and the ceiling like droops a little.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all that happens.
Well, there goes in the trade-in value for that.
Yep. You're ruining spaceport property. Okay. So now it's your guys' turn. So whoever wants to go first, go first.
I could use a little medical love. That would be nice.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to it. You could heal. So because she is completely knocked out, you guys are it's gonna be 3 purple die versus whatever your medicine is.
Mhm.
So it's pretty tough. But you could also pick her up and bring her with you. To for other things, like for getting on the ship, kind of thing, if you want. It's up to you.
I am very strong, so I will do that.
Okay, so
I will clip her onto my bandolier.
you're just gonna pick her up and sling her on, Lucky fireman style.
Exactly. I'm gonna run towards the ship, and then I can't do 3 maneuvers, right? Even if I...
You can't, no. And I think, honestly, picking her up and clipping her to you is actually probably just going to be an athletics track.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a little bit more involved than, walking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I can do that.
But, so it's just athletics, so it's 2 purples, and then your athletics.
2 successes and a threat.
Okay, so you pick her up, you fireman Wookiee clip her, and the consequence that happens is you've lost your cover. We'll say. Because you have to go around the forklift to get her. Alright, so it's Pash's turn.
Alright.
Maybe drive the forklift in
just
front of us.
Fork him in the car.
So are we at short range at this point?
No, you guys. I'm gonna say that you guys didn't keep driving. You parked to shoot. Yeah. So if you want to get closer, you gotta drive closer.
You already lost cover, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and drive closer.
All right. So you're gonna drive right to the base of the loading ramp.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's a maneuver. So what action would you like?
I already have aim from last time, so I'm just gonna take a shot.
Okay, so because you are now at the base of the ramp, I'm gonna say that he's lost his cover from you. Because he was shooting down in it, and now you can just look right up at him. So go ahead and so it's 1 purple is all you're at.
Okay. Oh man. Not now. Old Pash is back.
Dang it, Pash!
2 advantages.
And nothing else. Oh, all right. So you take aim and you're a little cocky from your previous successes, and so you shoot and you're like, I'm gonna go for a headshot. So you shoot and like it just like is like 4 feet from his head, like it's like over there. All right.
Oh my god.
And the bad news is now it's Trex's turn, and like he can just straight up see you.
Yeah.
But he doesn't actually want to. He like doesn't want to shoot you because there's a Wookiee and stuff. So he's actually going to spend 2 maneuvers to run like further into the ship. So there is a map. Let me get the link. So it's in the group chat. He is going to retreat back into the, so you guys are basically at the boarding ramp. So the forklift is at the base of the boarding ramp, and he was at the top of the boarding ramp. So he's going to, like, go around the corner, basically, towards the cockpit.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't think he would go to the cockpit. Maybe he would go to, yeah, no, we'll say he goes to the cockpit. Doesn't this ship look familiar? All right. So he's not even gonna bother. He's gonna run towards the cockpit. So your guys' turns.
All right. I have Oskara clipped to my back, right?
Yeah, you are
Okay.
fireman Wookiee carrying.
Sweet. I am going to. I'm going to run onto the boarding ramp.
Okay.
That's just one maneuver?
That's just one maneuver. So
Alright.
you're now at the top of the boarding ramp.
All right, and I'm going to take 2 strain to run right up to Trex.
So you're gonna go around the corner and try and get up onto him. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna engage with Trex.
And then I have my axe out, so I'm going to swing really hard and in Wookiee for Diana Ross. So just
Okay.
Diana Ross, guide my hand.
All right. So 2 purples.
2 purples, okay. One success.
That's good enough. All right. What's the damage?
The damage is it's 8 plus I'm wounded, so it's 9 plus that is 10.
10, and he has a soak of 5. So that poor arm that was shot before is now just missing. You just clean cut it up, but he's miraculously still standing. So Pash, can you come finish him?
You know what? That would seem like the obvious, like the most likely move.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to get Oskara back while she's clipped.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna try and come up behind and do a medical?
So then you got, come up.
All right, but you're
Yeah.
still gonna have to do 2 maneuvers to get to her because it's 1 to get up the ramp and then like 1 to go around and like
Okay.
get to where they are.
Okay.
So to get to where they are, you're gonna have to take 2 strain,
Okay.
and then you're gonna do a medicine. So whatever your medicine is, and then 3 purples.
Okay. Let's just try this. I know it's probably maybe the smuggler was meant to be a doctor instead of a smuggler.
That's why he can't hit things. So.
That's why he can't hit things. That's right. So 2 green, 3 purple. Here we go. Okay, and a success.
Yeah!
Come on!
Miraculously. Okay,
He's a
so
doctor!
Son of a gun, that hurt.
So you are going to you're basically I don't what does that actually even do? So you succeed and like so her biggest issue was she took a blast shot to the I don't remember what I said, the shoulder, I guess.
I thought it was straight to the chest. Yeah.
Oh, it's straight to your chest. So he basically like takes off or rips or something one of his shirt sleeves and just like stuffs it into the chest wound to stop the bleeding. And then he just like kind of smacks your cheek a little bit, like wake up, and then you wake up. So you actually get back 4 health.
Okay.
And then you're not like well off, but you're stable. So yeah. So you are back in the initiative. So it's now your turn, but you are currently clipped to a Wookiee.
No, I unclipped her.
Oh, you unclipped her? When did you unclip her?
When?
Didn't I do it when I got onto the ship?
No, you rushed ahead with me still on your shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still you didn't have enough maneuver. You're still like fireman clipped, Wookiee clipped.
All right.
Unclip yourself, Oskara.
So I'm bang on the Wookiee's back to get down.
So well, we'll say you're smart enough to unclip.
Okay, so I'll unclip and fall to the ground there.
All right.
And then can I do a medical check on myself?
You can. Yeah.
I can.
Now that you're conscious, you can.
Okay, so I'm going to try to patch myself up because bounty hunter, I should be able to do some...
Yeah, so now that you aren't unconscious, it's 2 purples instead of 3.
Okay. And let's see, medical check. That's 2 green. Okay. Let's go for it. Just 1 advantage and no successes.
Well, but you don't make yourself worse, so that's always important.
That's good.
All right, so it's now Trex's turn, and there's now a Wookiee up in his face. So he is going to he is a Trandoshan, which I guess means he has claws. There's no picture of him, so I don't know what he looks like. But he is going to strike out at the Wookiee.
How dare you, sir?
How dare you with your claws? Are those lizard people?
I think maybe.
I'm on Wikipedia right now. Yeah, I think those are the lizard people. Yeah.
All right, so it's a failure and 2 advantages. So he succeeds in just pissing off the Wookiee. So he strikes at you, and he doesn't get close enough because his perception's kind of off because he's missing an arm and like all this other stuff, and he's lost a lot of blood. So it just feels like he's petting you.
Well, with the claws, he's grooming. He's got
yeah. It's like it felt like a nice brushing. Like got some of your tangles out for you. It was great. Yeah. So top of the initiative again, because he just went. So it's one of your guys' turn. So who's gonna have last rights?
I think the Wookiee needs to rip off the other arm.
Oh yeah.
It's just like it's like the end of an action movie when there's like explosions happening in the background and a bitchin' guitar riff.
Yeah.
And just swing away.
All right, let's see.
All right, so 2 purple dice still.
2 purple dice. Yep.
All right. Crap. Failure and 4 advantages.
All right, so you try and swing, but he's like so lightheaded that he like can't really stand well, so he stumbles a little bit, and in doing so he dodges. So
you clutched there, Wookiee.
Somebody else's turn.
Okay, so I'm really mad. So I just groan and say, I need a good snuff line. Let's see.
Looks like this dino is about to become extinct.
There we go.
Oh man. So because you were behind the Wookiee, I'm gonna say that you, if you want, you can be engaged. Otherwise, you can be short range. Because there's a Wookiee between you and the guy. So if you want to
Well, blaster doesn't really work well for engaged. So let's go short range.
Okay. So 1 purple.
And oh, that is 5 successes and 1 advantage.
Oh.
So
The
that's
snuff line
9,
worked. The
10,
snuff
11,
line worked.
12, 13, 14 damage.
Good to have you
14
back,
damage.
Oskara.
Woo! Boom! All right. So you take
mess with
aim
the phone.
and you shoot Truxor, and I just it ricochets off the wall a bunch of times and like goes through him like several times, and it doesn't so much as explode as just get like cut into little tiny chunks, like magically. Don't even know how. That was how good it was. Like at the end of, what is it, the Angelina Jolie Wanted, where she like curves the bullet around.
It hits
Oh
everybody.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like that, but just one guy. It's yeah. So he falls and crumples, and you guys now are alone on this beautiful, beautiful ship. And I'm gonna say that we were gonna only do 3 hours, but with technical difficulties and considering we started at 10:40, I'm gonna say this is a good time to wrap up, because we've been here for about 3.5 hours, so we'll say 4 hours. This is a good time. So you guys, you don't have to install the part until you want to go to hyperdrive. So you guys can actually take off before you have the part installed. But there is an alert klaxon blaring, and you can see running down the entrance to the hangar is some Imperial troopers. So you might want a GTFO.
Yeah, let's pull up that bay and scoot out.
Alright, so one of you goes back and closes the loading bay door, and the other one, probably Pash, because he's a great pilot, runs over and gets in the cockpit and starts up the engines. And the Krot Fang thrumps around you as its engines power up, lifting through the hangar bay doors and into the bright sunlight of the Tatooine sky. Soon, Mos Shuta vanishes behind you as you race over the Dune Sea and climb towards outer space. So, if we had some more time, there's another spaceship fight, but we are over already. So we're gonna say that you don't get pursued by TIE fighters. I'm so sorry. But you guys managed to install this part that you've brought along, and you managed to jump to hyperspace not soon after, and you guys have successfully gotten away from Timu the Hutt and Monster. There you go. So that was Star Wars Edge of the Empire, and yeah. So what'd you guys think?
I kind of like this dice system. It
It's very
divides
awesome.
up the things, so you don't
Yeah.
have to just magically think of numbers.
Yeah, no, I like that much better than the D&D system, which is a bunch of numbers and a bunch of stuff. Because I can just be like, yeah, add a purple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. That was helpful. Awesome. Well,
cool.
so, yeah, like I said, there's one more fight normally, which is the space battle where you guys fight some TIE fighters in space. But we don't really have time for that. And then otherwise, I didn't include it, but what would normally happen if you guys were playing the in real life version of this is once you finished, there is on the very back of your character book another character sheet, which is less simplified. It's more like a real game's character sheet. They don't have the cheat dice for you guys.
Mhm.
But there's also this tech tree. So you would get to pick some stuff. You would get some XP, and you'd get to pick a skill tree upgrade. So if you wanted to continue playing with these characters in another adventure, you would have all the information you would need and you'd basically be like level 3, kind of. So,
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was Star Wars: The Edge of the Empire. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you for inviting
you.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
I had a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. There was a lot of craziness happening.
That was excellent.
Oh, exactly. Oh my gosh.
All right. So, goodbye, Internet.
Goodbye,
And
Internet.
If you like this, the beginner game set will be down in the doobly-doo, the description of the video. There will be a link to where you can get this from either your friendly local game store or from Amazon if you'd like to buy your own copy. So yeah. Toodles, Internet!